souls for generations.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
What? Now let me see you what? Drop it to the flow, drop it to the flow then. Now lean
Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Want to welcome everybody here tonight. Backstage, we have the original, the real Dr. Doolittle is back there tonight. This guy's got wildlife showing up on his fucking porch all over the place now. I don't know, by now he's probably got a fucking bear out there and some little hummingbirds and all kinds of shit frolicking around him like fucking Cinderella or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Cubby, tell us about that shit, man. What's up?
It's getting wild out here, man. What a day. I don't know. I woke up this morning to go to work and I walk outside on my front porch and I hear, wah, wah! Well, it scared the shit out of me. There's a little baby deer laying right there next to me.
So he was making noise. He was making
it sounded like he was saying mom. Like, oh, you know, I mean, who knows, but I haven't seen anything.
The mom still ain't showed up for it?
Not yet. He's right over there. I could show you. He's right out the window over here. But I don't want to. I've probably disturbed him enough. So
yeah.
I'm hoping that the mom comes back and
he's probably scared to death.
He seems pretty calm for the most part. I sat right down next to him. I was like, "Oh, well, calm down, buddy. Calm down. You're all right." And then he just laid right down and chilled out. And then I got those bunnies that I had like a couple weeks ago in my raised bed. Right when I'm taking a picture of the deer, the freaking bunnies come over and sit right next to him. It's like, what the heck is going on around here, man? And then to boot, I show you a picture. There's a Cheshire moon out there.
Oh my God! What would have been perfect was a little bird come and land on the deer's nose.
Yeah,
that would be the
Bambi and Thumper.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's wild. I guess the word is out. I'm the only one around here that doesn't spray any of that true green shit on my yard, though. You know what I'm saying? I think that has a lot to do with it. You know, while I've got like tons of bees compared to anybody else around here, and they're probably everything. The whole freaking wild kingdom's coming over here. You know.
Yep.
But
that's one of the things I like. I go out in my yard, and I don't live on a golf course. I'm not trying to a fucking golf course.
Yeah.
I don't care if I have weeds. I don't care if I have dandelions. I like dandelions. I like the different, diverse plants that grow in my yard. I mean, I'm
here for a purpose.
Yes. I mean, let it go. Let it be its thing, and every little type of stuff has its little area that it likes to be in and shit. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Mow it and everything like that. But,
from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the dandelions. You got to get those before they go to seed. And I'm like, why? Then there won't be any more dandelions.
Did I tell you about when the true green guy stopped by my house?
I'm like, why are you trying to kill the only fucking edible thing growing up out of your yard right now, you idiot?
Yeah. Did I tell you about when the true green guy stopped by my house?
No.
He knocked on my door one weekend and I opened it up and he's like, "Hey, I see you got a dandelion problem here." I was like, "No, I got a you problem." I was like, "Get out of here, man. I don't want none of that shit in my lawn." See, you're half the problem, man.
I really don't have a problem with them. It's these other people that have been trained or taught to dislike them, that they have to, their house has to match that shit that you see on a magazine cover or something. You have to have the little fence and you have to have the paved driveway and the well manicured lawn and all that other fucking shit. No, I don't.
Mine looks pretty good, and I don't, I mow, like I said, I mow it from time to time, but I let everything wild grow. They're not weeds. People just are, like you said, trained to think they're
Right.
weeds.
It's not grass.
Right.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I let my shit go too. I got 2 acres here, 2.5
Yeah,
acres.
nice.
And it's mostly wooded, but I let my lawn fucking go. Then I'll mow it every once in a while. Yeah.
Oh, I got the prettiest little patch of clover over here in the one part.
All that stuff's great. There's a use for every bit of it.
And then the front yard, I don't know what they are, but there's these little tiny purple flowers that come up closer to the house. They're in like little clusters, almost like a little cluster of grapes, and they grow all over the place, man. They're really cool.
Yeah. Funny enough that we mentioned all of this, it's like, did you know they did a study, it's a study or whatever, but I tend to believe it, that people that live on golf courses have the highest rate of cancer because they spray all them pesticides and crap on it.
Damn straight.
Cubby the animal whisperer.
Yeah, no shit, man. I was like,
Cubby Ventura.
Good to see you guys.
Alrighty then.
Radio check. Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound fantastic.
Excellent. All right, cool. Good to see everybody.
Majorum die.
One last little tidbit. Guess what's going to be hovering over my house tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m.?
The rocket.
No, but close.
The ISS?
The ISS.
How about that?
I know, man.
How come we never see the Chinese space station?
I don't know. Good question.
How come nobody ever tries to track the Chinese space station? Or it doesn't.
Something wrong. Get them on the phone.
That's what I'm wondering. Nobody says, look, I got a picture of the Chinese space station through my telescope. Why does nobody ever do that? Because China's lying, but America's not.
I'm curious. I'm at least curious to see what. I bet $100 tomorrow night is like a high cloud cover going on. Of course, of course it will be. It is around here. They spray like crazy as it is anyway. So, but it's clear tonight. But I bet it'll be cloudy tomorrow night. But I'm curious if I do get a glimpse of something, what they consider the ISS floating over.
Dude, one thing I've noticed, I live near a naval base, and I noticed they don't spray as much over here.
Probably not.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
No, they never did on most of the bases. They don't.
Interferes with their radar that they're directing weather with.
So I went out into the car to go buy something. Hopped in the car, and that sticker, that my picture there, whatever that thing is called, the avatar.
Yeah,
that was on the ground next to the car when I went and got in it. Like, I think it's a sticker. It fell off of someone's car.
What's it mean?
It means I just looked it up. It says that it's translates. It's Latin.
Yeah.
For the greater glory of God.
Oh, okay.
And it was sitting next to my door when I went to get in the car today.
Wow.
So
maybe
I kind of. Yeah, I don't know. So I took a picture of it.
That's pretty cool.
It's a wild day, man. Something weird's going on.
Yeah, we had rabbits out front. We had rabbits out front today because the dog was freaking out. And I'm like, what's he freaking out about? And it's because the rabbits were eating clover in the lawn.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it was. Yeah. So all the animals are popping out now at the same time, man.
Yeah.
I had 8 of them. I took pictures and I put it on a community post. There's 8 of them. I've seen about 4 left.
I have a video.
Also, I want to let anybody know this Monday coming up is a holiday, right? That's Memorial Day, right? The Skyline Drive is free. Anybody that lives near enough to access to the Skyline Drive in the Shenandoah Valley, there's no admission being charged for Memorial Day.
I could make that trip.
I know. I know you're close by. Yeah, a couple of our people here are too. Lisa Marie Tattersall goes up there all the time. Takes her dog Teddy with her. Teddy's a little sweetheart. He's one of the cutest little dogs I ever met. He knows what you're saying. He's one of them dogs that knows what the fuck you're saying when you're talking.
Gives you that look.
Yeah.
I like it when you say something to him and the head kind of kicks over a little bit.
I was gonna say, had this guy, man. I was like, I love to take these globe tards and I walk them into their own defeat. I walk them right into their own defeat. So you've probably heard this old argument about, well, why does the sun not change angular size throughout the day if it's going away from you and it's local? And I'm like, well, why doesn't it do that on your idea? Is it basically because it's a ratio, right? It has to be a certain size and a certain distance away to get that kind of an effect, right? Yes. Well, now I've got them locked into that. You see, I've got them locked into that. So now I start introducing scale. I say, so I could actually get the same effect just by scaling down that ratio, right? Yeah. So you can see that this is not an argument of any consequence whatsoever. All you did was prove that there is a ratio. And I have proven that if I scale that ratio down to a quarter or 1/10, if I go 1/10 the size and 1/10 the distance, that effect will still take place. That's how scale works, man. That's why they can use miniatures. So when you use that argument, it's inconsequential to anything whatsoever. If you're saying that something has to be approximately 800,000 miles in diameter and 93 million miles away in order to get that effect, well, that means I could half that in size and distance and still get the same optical effect, right? Because that's all it is an optical effect, and it's based off a fucking ratio. So you haven't proven anything with that. You're just causing an argument over nothing.
That's always.
Sure. I mean, and this whole thing, these people with their, well, Cavendish, yeah, move the big weights out of the path. They should, if you move them out of the path, the small ones should be still attracted to the big ones, right? And they might even go past them a little bit. But then they should get into a position where they lock onto those fucking weights, right? They should lock on there with their own little gravity and shit, right?
Mass tracks mass.
Show that happening. Of course, no matter how the fucking little weights move, the torsion bar only allows a radial path, and you've placed an object in its path. So you haven't proven attraction, you've only proven movement. Did you try it without the big weights? Try that, they'll still fucking move. What's it going toward?
You were mentioning about the balls in the way of another ball, how they're in its path. And I thought, well, if you said if you move the ball over to the side, I wonder if it would attract. And I thought, well, yes and no, it's not attraction. But if the balls were really close to each other and you had one falling right close next to one that is not falling, the displacement would push that ball away. It wouldn't attract, it would repel.
Right. If anything, it would, yeah. And they say, well, we've tried it in a vacuum chamber and everything else like that. Okay, well, that's great. You still haven't taken the twist out of the capability out of the fucking torsion wires at all. There's still, why is that work and it doesn't work if you put them on the ground? They say, well, due to friction. Well, you're still dealing with friction. You still have it. Otherwise, the fucking cable twists against itself and it will start moving just around all by itself. That's not going to happen. So the whole thing is just a parlor trick, and it's like, look, it was attracted to that. No, you put it in the path of it. It moved. We don't know how it moved. You just put the fucking big thing in the path of the little thing and said, oh, look, it was attracted. Doesn't mean that at all.
Remember when those guys kept talking about Foucault's pendulums a while ago? Me and Roger found a company that was selling one. And I got the PDF for it on how it actually works, how it's constructed and everything. And it's magnetic and it's powered. So you have to plug it into the wall. And I was like, this isn't just doing it on its volition on its own. This thing takes electricity to do it. And on top of that, it's using magnets.
Yeah.
On top of it. I was like, this is ridiculous.
What's the shape of a magnetic field? Toroidal?
Yeah.
Right? So come on, man. See, it doesn't make any sense. Here's a cool thing I found. It was, a CIA has a 3-second rule to make anyone submit to you without speaking a single word. Interested?
Bring it.
Bring it on, Dave.
The CIA has a 3-second rule that can make anyone submit to you without saying a single word. Special agents train this for 6 months. You'll learn it in the next 50 seconds. Stanford Psychology Lab tested 1,000 people. Result? Whoever held eye contact for 3.7 seconds or more won 91% of negotiations. Why? Because the human brain has a fatal flaw. Prolonged eye contact triggers the dominance response. The person's brain asks, should I submit or fight? And 9 out of 10 people submit. Here's the formula. Step 1, the triangle technique. Don't stare at one eye. Switch between left eye, right eye, mouth every 2 seconds. Why does it work? Because it prevents you from blinking first and keeps them hypnotized. Step 2, the 3.7 second rule. Hold eye contact for exactly 3.7 seconds. Less than that, you seem weak. More than that, you seem insane. 3.7 is the domination sweet spot. Step 3, the strategic blink. When you finally blink, do it slowly, like a predator. Fast blinks equals nervousness. Slow blinks equals total control. Now test this tomorrow. In any conversation, triangle technique, 3.7 seconds. Slow blink, and watch the person. Start agreeing with everything you say, because eye contact isn't communication, it's a power game, and you just learned the cheat code. Share this with someone who needs.
Well, that's how detectives learn how to interrogate.
Yep, that's one of the techniques. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I'm not going to let AI tell me how to blink.
It's
I
bullshit.
am. I'll
Bullshit.
do whatever AI tells me.
It's bullshit because then I could give you the image like, and I could just sit there and blink fast and not look at you and look at your feet and look back up at you and blink weird. And that's going to throw you off because you think you're going to be right and you're not. So who's the smart one? When I throw off all your intuition and everything that you think that you got, you ain't got. When I'm constantly throwing you off.
I got watery eyes. I already blink a lot.
That only works in weak people.
Well, most people are weak. They've been made weak. Look at. They're just now getting it. They're just now starting to get
I
it.
know.
Okay, with this thing in Kentucky was like another one of those so blatant in your face. We're doing this on purpose so you can see moments. Okay, so this guy running against Massey, all of a sudden he got more mail-in ballots than any other fucking off-year primary election ever. He got more. $32 million spent trying to prop this turd up against Massey and get him defeated, and they still had it. I got some shit on that. But a sinkhole opened up. Where was this?
They're always in Kentucky. Oh, I thought you were going to say Kentucky.
A sinkhole has just opened up in the middle of a runway at LaGuardia Airport.
Oh,
the good news is the sinkhole was caught before anyone was injured. New York area airports have had a concerning amount of problems recently. All airlines, all air travel is getting pummeled with problems recently. Have you noticed that? We had this Spirit Airlines thing go. We've got a flight that was headed for Detroit from Paris, I think, and it got denied like at the last minute. Had to like turn around and couldn't land there. There's something about Ebola. They're going to try to run the fucking Ebola shit on us.
I think the sinkhole had Ebola.
It might have. It might have been an Ebola sinkhole. Those are very rare, but you know, they go widely unreported. You know, it's just like the number of people murdered by giraffes goes widely unreported.
Yeah.
You know,
Ebola. That sounds like something you get at Chipotle.
They try.
I'd like the Ebola and a side of guacamole to go with it.
You remember they tried this shit with the anthrax shit back in 2007, 2008?
Smallpox. They're trying it with every motherfucking thing. But here's the kicker. Here's what happened. They pulled that first pandemic and all these motherfuckers stayed home. and they was on the internet, and they're doing all this fucking research, and they're finding out that goddamn the germ theory is retarded, that there's no such thing as a virus, right? So what they had, so every time they try to run this, everybody just goes, oh, shut the fuck up. You know, and you have a few NPCs and influencers and shit, and they're paid to go on there and go, oh my God, here's a case of this thing. And oh, the Lone Star tick's going to make you allergic to meat, and the monkeypox is coming, and this is coming, and you need the fucking World Health Organization. Give us autonomy over your fucking government. Fuck you. Our government's already occupied, okay? It's already occupied. We live in an occupied nation right now. And people need to wake up to that. You're never going to vote your way the fuck out of it because Israel owns both sides of the coin. It doesn't fucking matter. Voting is corrupt. It's always been corrupt. Your vote doesn't count. You're just giving consent to these fucking asshats to comply with whatever comes about as a result of these elections.
Right.
Okay?
100%. Yeah.
We need to burn this motherfucker to the ground and rebuild it. And put some provisions in there. Maybe take a little hint from what Ben Franklin wanted to do in the first place.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see, speaking of Occupy, did you happen to see, I know you guys, most of you don't watch baseball, but there is a pitcher for the Red Sox. He used to pitch for the Cubs, Aroldis Chapman. He's a Cuban. He had a flag on the United States flag, but it was turned upside down on the side of his hat. And everybody was freaking out about it because they're like, oh, that's out of uniform code. That's out of uniform code. It's like nothing says you can do that. And then people were mentioning, you know, what it means, distress. You know, like I said, he's Cuban. So it's like, yeah, they probably freaking, he's probably saying, yeah, he's putting it for distress signal to Cuba that, you know, here we go trying to occupy another country. Or
every time.
But,
yeah. And listen, they just milk us and milk us and milk us until we're dry. Yeah. Okay, you want to tell me why we give so much money to a little fucking shithole country that's not any bigger than fucking New Jersey,
Rhode Island,
population of what, fucking 3 million? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The amount of money we give that goddamn little shithole. Oh, what? Israel has a right to defend itself. Yeah, well, go ahead and defend yourself. Don't do it on my dime, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it done in my name either.
No, you're not my friend. You're not friends of my country or anything else like that. You're that guy that wants to be your friend because you got weed. You know, that guy that wants to hang around because you got weed, and as soon as you don't got no weed, he's gone, right? That's motherfucker right there. That's Israel.
Yeah.
Little opportunist shitholes, man.
Fucking bullshit. Yeah.
100%, man. And they got in all this baby raping and all this fucking bullshit that comes down on us. It all comes from those motherfuckers, man. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Yeah, they got their willing goy and their shiksas to fucking go along with the crap. But that's all due to the fact that their souls have been stolen. If they had one at all, they gave it away for the mammon.
Yeah, you might as well be converters.
That's right, man. First thing you do is you convince people that there is no God. Then you can destroy morality. Then you can destroy the society. It's that simple. Right. And these godless fucking demons run every aspect of our goddamn government.
Right. They do.
Let's do it in the road.
God. Yeah. And they are. Look at those fucking homo parties they have all over the place and shit. Pride festivals. And you got dudes out there pissing on each other in a fucking wading pool. Yeah, little kids walking by. Who the fuck is taking their kids to shit like that in the first fucking place?
I don't know. That's pretty common around here, actually.
Same assholes want to tell you that if you teach your kid the earth's flat, that's child abuse. Motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, and they don't have any problems with you seeing some old dude scrotum walking down the street.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's perfectly okay, but God forbid if you say,
what's wrong with the motherfucker that wants to go out there with his scrotum all hanging out? What the fuck's wrong with that guy? See, there's a problem. We got mental issues in this country really bad, too. It comes from a lack of identity. It comes from a lack of accountability. It comes from a lack of discipline. And that's exactly why we've got this. Just like if you let a kid run wild, what happens?
It's gonna do whatever it wants.
Yeah, they come back to you.
No,
they start blaming you for the things your kids do.
It's unregulated chaos. It's fucked up. Yeah.
But do you really think that the parents are any smarter than the kids
No,
these days?
they're not.
There's your problem.
No,
They're
no.
not. They're not.
Unfortunately, a lot of people have kids because it was a consequence of a random sexual encounter.
Yep.
They're not, oh, I love this woman and I want to spend my life with her.
Right.
I want to have children with this woman. Let's plan and let's have some kids, you know? No,
Yeah.
They just hooked up, got knocked up. Here's a kid that even on the subconscious level, the mother, even though the mother may love the child, it was a random accident as a result of her immorality. It wasn't like, oh, I wanted to have kids, so I, chose the right partner to have a child. No, that's not usually how it happens anymore.
No.
And so consequently, what do you have? And even in your own subconscious, you're going to treat that as that was an accident. Look at this accident that I have. So when the child disappoints you with their behavior or whatever the case may be, you're still looking at it like, God damn it, I never wanted you in the first place. What the fuck? Right?
Right. So it's degenerates. You end up with degenerates.
What's that when the kid goes up and says, Dad, am I adopted? And the dad says, what? No, fuck no. Why would I pick you?
Here's the new babysitter too, by the way.
Yes, sir. That's terrible too, man. You go to take that shit away from the kid and they lose their goddamn minds.
My niece's son, she was playing some kind of shock thing on YouTube, and the kid was just in a trance watching that crap.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, you got to eat. And she grabbed the phone and ripped it away. And that kid freaked out immediately. And it's like, I told her, I said, you shouldn't be putting the phone in their hands at this young age, man.
Mm-mm.
They have to focus on you and your voice and watching your mannerisms and have them do that. Because if you get them to be little adrenaline junkies, they're going to have a lot of problems real fast.
We're already seeing the results of that.
Yep.
We're already seeing the results of that. I mean, it blows my mind how short of a period of time it actually is between that period of time in somebody's life and the period of time to where they're a teenager, graduating high school, that kind of thing. It's like, holy shit, like my grandson already, he's 13 now. And I'm like, what the fuck? When did that happen?
They're talking shit about Gen Z, but at least Gen Alpha is the one that's fucked. Gen Z, at least, they grew up with at least some of the stuff that we grew up with back in the day. It's Gen Alpha's fucked. They can't read.
Gen Z. Like. You guys are never going to know what it's like to be a Gen X. Never once, any of you. This is the fucking amazing thing. Yes, we were thrown out of the house. Most people are worried about getting their kids out of their sight these days.
Yeah.
We would get thrown out of the house and the door locked on us.
Yeah.
Go out and play. Yeah, go out and play. Stop fucking bothering me. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
And we would go miles away from the house on our bikes and shit. I want a drink of water. Get it from the fucking hose. Quit bothering me.
Yeah. I'm an early millennial, but my dad, he would do the same shit. He would lock my ass out and say, you fucked up.
Oh no, this wasn't a punishment. This was just like every day. It's nice outside. Go out and play.
Yeah.
I have things to do. I'm going to pick up the house and shit. I don't need you under my feet while it's going on. And outside you went. Now, whether you stayed in your yard or you wanted to go venture off, of course, we'd ask permission. Hey, I want to go with Craig and Tom up to so-and-so. Of course, we'd go a lot further than that. But, okay, be back by the time the street lights come on.
Right. Yeah, my dad would kick me out until basically it was time for dinner. He'd say, "Go out, leave." Like he's like, the TV's mine until you get back home tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was just like, that was, and all the other kids had the same thing going on. So it would be like, and if all the kids would be at some other kid's house or whatever, most oftentimes, whose ever mom it was, there'd be about 4 of us there playing or whatever. Outside, she'd go, you guys want a peanut butter sandwich? She'd make a sandwich for each one of the kids. And that was fine. That was fine, And listen, if you got out of line and did something that required you get a swat on the ass,
You got it.
You got it. It
Yeah.
wasn't from your own mother. It was somebody else's fucking mother just on the ass. And you hope that your mother didn't find out that she did, but she would find out because they all talked on the goddamn phone.
Yep. She would call her on the phone and tell you, hey.
Exactly.
My best friend's parents, I wouldn't dare fuck up around them because they would fuck me up.
Some of my friends were latchkey kids, and the only thing that their parents would tell them to do is go home right after school, do not leave the house. And I would tell my friend, you know what? Come over my house after school. Come over my house. Or, come on, let's go down the park. And we group up and hang out or ride bikes or
dirt bikes, everything.
Some kids didn't even have that guidance after school. So a lot of times you were on your own and you were figuring shit out on your own. There was no supervision whatsoever, which meant you had to fend for yourself, which meant you might break your leg. You might light something on fire. Some accident might happen. You were ready for it. And I fell, I broke my arm.
See what Scotty says here? He says, I had a rotary phone with a cord.
Yeah.
And I can remember saying when that's what everybody had.
I
remember actually saying that there's going to come a time when we're going to laugh at this the same as people talk about smoke signals.
Yeah.
I said it just like that, and people are like, yeah, but that's a long way off. Well, no, it isn't. Here we are.
Yep. I remember I had a rotary phone. I remember that shit.
Half tempted to go back to one.
This had to be about 20 years ago. I had the record player going. My niece was really young. She was probably 8 or 10. I think she knew what CDs were. I think that's all she knew. I don't think she ever saw a cassette. And so I think the only thing she knew what was a CD. Then I had music playing on the record player. A real record player, a vinyl record player.
Yeah.
And she walked over and picked up the vinyl, like the cover, and was looking at it.
Oh.
It said, "Uncle," and I was like, yeah, what's up? She said, can I put this CD on? And I thought, she has no clue what this is. And if I try to explain it to her, she ain't going to get it.
I remember cassettes, brother. I had a bunch of
8 tracks. I had 8 tracks when I was way young.
That's before my time, but I do remember fucking cassettes.
People were throwing away the 8 tracks at about the time when the cassette was really popular or the CD was coming up. So, I used to, when I would come home on Tuesdays every day from school, Tuesday was trash day. And they would pick the trash up late. So when we get out of work, you could walk by all the trash barrels on the way home. I would see boxes of stuff, old 8 tracks and records and old stereo systems. People pull them out of it. I'd grab all that stuff.
Yeah,
I never.
I'll tell you what. I can remember when I was little, my dad gave me a tape recorder, and it was a reel-to-reel.
Yeah.
Tape recorder. It was about this big, and it had you put the reels on the little spool and feed it through like you would film. And I can remember sitting there with my record player. I'd be sitting on the floor in my room, and I had my record player right there, and I had all these different 45s. And I would record like I was a DJ and playing the different songs and shit like that, and then telling about it, and even making up little stupid fucking commercials and shit just for fun on a reel-to-reel tape recorder.
Yeah.
I wish I had those tapes. Those would probably be a crack up, man.
Yeah. They've actually gone back to that with recording recording music.
Yeah,
they'll use reel to reel to use something called delay for the guitar. Yeah, that it's a analog version of doing it because
sometimes the best shit is works better. Look at like with this war, Iran used low-tech missiles to shoot down the high-tech fucking F-35. Yeah. They used low-tech aircraft to infiltrate and bomb U.S. fucking bases. There's something to be said for old tech. Just because something's new and improved doesn't mean it's better. What was that? I remember there was some TV show they were saying, what is all this shit? New and improved. What the hell was wrong with old and crummy?
Yeah, nothing. I think it was better.
Yeah. Well, the more people try to improve, like, for instance, they think the idea of progress is to get bigger. So we hear this idea of we have to progress into the future. It's like, wait a minute. Because we need growth. It's like, when is it big enough? Why don't you just stop growing and just be? What the fuck is this? Like a competition to see how big you can get? Because the bigger something like that gets, the more fucked up it becomes.
Yep.
The more moving parts something has, the more apt it is to break down. That's just rule of engineering right there. So even in so-called government, which has turned into a behemoth of fucking bureaucracy and grift, there's all these moving parts, and these moving parts are broken. They're fucking broken. So the whole machine is like a shit still. It's not doing it. And consequently, we got these idiots out here going, well, we need to vote for the right guy. There is never the right guy. There is never the right combination of guys. There is never the right fucking combination of any of this shit. You cannot vote your way out of something when it is completely out of your hands. Stop believing that your vote counts for anything. They're going to cheat. They're going to lie. Israel is going to put in whoever they want to. They own both sides, which there really is no sides.
Yeah. It's one of the same.
Yeah, it's shit with peanuts or shit with corn. Either way, you got shit. That's all. Yeah. So you're not going to get your way out of this. Israel owns every bit of our fucking Congress. They own every bit of. They got everybody fucking blackmailed that you don't pick the people to vote for. Did you ever notice that? Just
right.
These fucking characters that appear.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Where did you come from?
Right.
I didn't know you until somebody propped your dumb ass up in front of me.
Right. Right. Who the fuck? We would have never known who Kamala Harris was had they not.
No, you didn't know who most of these people are.
Yeah.
Welcome to Illinois politics.
Right.
Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
we get these transplants every year. It's like, where the hell?
Daley.
Oh wait, Chicago.
All the way back to Mayor Daley in the Capone days, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, Chicago has always been corrupt. So is Detroit. Yeah. All of those fucking industrial cities
Boston,
in the north, Philadelphia,
New
Boston,
York.
They're all corrupt as shit, man.
Yeah, I grew up around it. So
New York. Look at that. Watch the movie The Gangs of New York. You know, they still go into Tammany Hall to figure shit out, right?
I didn't know that, but it doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me.
Boston was really bad when I was growing up, man. It was really bad.
Yeah, still is.
Yeah.
They control all the big cities, control the rest of the state.
I moved out of there in 2002.
They believe in these motherfuckers, come out and tell them all this shit, and then they go and they clamor for them and give them all this support and everything. And all you're doing is polishing a turd. Yeah. Okay, that's all you're doing is polishing a turd. There is no way that you're ever going to get away from any of this fucking nonsense. Voting is never going to do it. It's going to come down to where it's going to be hard dirt and fucking guns. That's all. That's it. That's it. And the only way that's going to come about is if they try to enact violence upon peaceful resistance, non-compliance.
Yep. Non-compliance, getting yourself as far out of the system as humanly possible, and interpretive dancing.
Yeah, well, that and angry warehouse dancing. That does help. But we don't need any angry warehouse dancing. You need to get that aggression built up. You need to get fucking mad. You need to go to your window. Go to your window right now and yell outside, saying,
I want my money and I want it now.
I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it. J.G. Wentworth.
Oh, J.G. Wentworth. What's the rest?
876 something. I forget.
7 cash. No.
77. All right.
That's a brilliant fucking thing because everybody knows that phone number.
Apparently, I forgot.
Everybody knows that little phone. It's stupid and it sticks in your fucking head. But no, I'm saying, man, this. We need to just fire him, and the way you do that, you don't even have to be formal about it. You just say, "I quit. I'm done. I'm out.
Yep.
I quit. I'm done. I'm out. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I want you to go to your window and scream, I'm mad as hell and not going to take it anymore."
I don't want to scare the deer. Otherwise I would.
Maybe he quit.
Maybe he's mad as hell too.
Yeah, that's it. He's like,
here
oh,
we
with
go.
this.
So he's like, you got any answers for me? This place
Feed
is
me
crazy.
baloney.
Oh, yeah, those are cassettes. Those are cassettes.
Yeah, but
reel
I mean,
to reel look like a film projector without the lens.
The first cassette players,
yeah.
the first cassette players I ever had, that's what it was. It was a Radio Shack portable. It had a handle that pulled out. It came with a plug-in microphone that had a little stand on it.
It also had I had one like that too, but it had a built-in mic too. You could put an external mic in, or it had a built-in mic.
I had the extra fancy one that had the external microphone that broke like the first week I had it.
Yeah.
It was Radio Shack. What'd you expect?
Yeah. It was realistic back then.
Realistic, yeah. I had a realistic CB. I had a 23-channel realistic CB.
Don't you love how all these like X-Fox people just branched out to other stations now? And so
you know,
just have
I have my theory. There wannabe porn stars that wouldn't do anal. I think. I'm pretty sure on that.
Yeah, no human centipede for them.
They're just branching out. They're just branching out so they cover everything.
No.
I think it's interesting that in none of the lead up to what you're discussing now with Thomas Massie, did anybody name the number one thing that caused Donald Trump to push out Massie in the first place? And that was his support, Massie's support for the Epstein files. That's why this is all happening. That's why Donald Trump turned on him, which is especially ironic given the fact that Trump and all of his administration officials were falling over themselves to demand the release of the Epstein files when they were just on the campaign. But as soon as it became clear that Trump was implicated in those files, that his name was listed in those files, God knows how many times, then all of a sudden they want.
She's going to sit there and say that's not true. Absolutely it is. Look at how he screamed and went off on Marjorie Taylor Greene about it. And that's when he started fucking going after Massie. And because Massie also doesn't go along with this big, beautiful bill, right? Dude, and he's not pro Iran war either. So those, fuck that. He got mad about those files. And this is the thing. Lindsey Graham even came out and said, they just want to release those files so that they can destroy Donald Trump. You just admitted that the files destroy Donald Trump, dude.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
38,000 times Donald Trump's name is listed on the files.
That's just on what's been released.
What's been released. Imagine what's not been released. Epstein himself said that Donald Trump has no good bone in his body.
I know, that's pretty bad considering where that comes from.
Pretty fucked up, dude.
I'd be willing to debate that because I bet they've had a lot of bones in their body. But
you got to look at it this way. How do you know that wasn't a plant in there also, so that they could steer everybody away from Donald Trump, so that everybody will be like, fuck that guy, I don't ever want to think about him again. Then you never think about him again, and now all the Democrats get in and they just continue on the fucking show. Well, they have to keep that shit going, man.
Well, see, that's the problem, though. There's Democrats in there too. It's not about a Republican Democrat thing. It's about a fucking power thing. It's about who's actually holding the power and why. Okay, and right again, that points right back to fucking Israel.
Right, it does.
You see. And now going back to what you said about Epstein's statement on Donald Trump, right? Okay. So now think about this. All these other presidents before Trump were as blackmailable as fuck. None of them were dumb enough to go to war with Iran. Donald Trump was so fucking corrupted and so blackmailable that they got him to do it.
Precisely. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you at this point. Yeah.
I mean,
but don't you think that there was, who was really the first one that started to talk shit about Iran in the first place? I should fucking do some digging and find out when the first political comments were made about Iran. I mean, probably in the 60s. So probably during the period when Iraq started.
You can go back to the 50s when the CIA fomented a coup against the legitimate leader of Iran and then installed the Shah. And then immediately denationalized the oil.
1953.
Yeah, see, it goes way back.
Okay.
See, that was one of the biggest sparks for the revolution in 1979 was the Western influence into Iranian culture and the vices that go along with it. narcotics,
Yeah.
alcohol, prostitution, pornography, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I think it was 1 in every 3 movie theaters in Tehran was a XXX movie theater by the time that revolution took place. So, yeah, that was in response to us doing regime change. You see, they go in there and they were milking the Iranians dry, stealing their oil, and they weren't getting anything for it. Well, now they do. You see, they nationalized their oil again.
Back to your original point, even Bush Jr. didn't fuck with Iran.
No. Now, he was encouraged to. They tried to get him to. You got John McCain up there talking about bomb Iran. See, but it really started to escalate after 2001. It really started to escalate after 2001 when we really started getting involved in the Middle East, and it was really to topple these governments and get them under control of a Rothschild bank. Iran was on that list, but never came to fruition because nobody was dumb enough to fucking do it.
Right.
I mean, these people have existed for thousands of fucking years, man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
This ain't their first rodeo.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, they're saying here that the CIA actually admitted organizing the 53 Iran group. And it says that declassified documents details the CIA's role in the overthrow of the elected Iranian Prime Minister Mossadegh, yeah, all right, in 53, yeah.
Yep.
Wow, what a ugly looking dude he is.
Yeah. He was. Listen, this is the
ghoulish looking guy.
When I talk against the United States government and their illegal war against Iran, it doesn't mean that I am pro-Iran or I want to go live in Iran or I'm a Muslim or any other fucking thing like that. We unwarrantedly attacked a sovereign country unprovoked.
Right.
For gain, for personal gain.
Yeah. And we did it again and again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
Now, this bullshit, people get caught up in, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Who in the fuck are you to say that?
Yeah.
That's like saying I can't have bread.
Right. You're not. Donald Trump is not the president of fucking Iran. Okay.
No.
You don't get to decide that.
Right.
So what the United States and Israel did was an unwarranted, illegal act of aggression against a sovereign country.
Right.
I do not agree with that.
I don't agree with it either. Yeah.
I believe that the girls' school was deliberately targeted.
Double tapped.
Yeah, and that was to
deliberate.
Yeah, it was deliberate because those were the daughters of Iranian IRGC officers.
Yeah.
All in all,
they killed their fucking kids. How cowardly can you be?
At this point, I mean, it doesn't matter how long it's been going on or who the players are. It's just to expedite our digital enslavement at this point. They're just speeding up their clasp on our movement of our freedom of movement and everything they get us just all bottled into one little digital enslavement camp. So, the time is coming and it's coming quick. That's all I gotta say.
Time has come today.
Yeah.
The old song from the Chambers Brothers.
I remember that one.
Young Hearts Can Go.
Did Massey out?
Brian, we all know that President Trump signed legislation to release millions of Epstein documents, and he is not implicated criminally in any of this.
3.5 million files.
In any of this. So for you to imply that there are crimes committed is completely dishonest. Ashley, your response to that.
So then why don't they release the other 3.5 million
files? That's not
files?
why President Trump went after Thomas Massey, as Ashley eloquently pointed out. But Ashley, please go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that. I mean, Massey's been a problem for a long, long time. I mean, obviously, this is his 8th term. I mean, he doesn't.
If he's been a problem for a long, long, long time, then how come just a year or so ago, Donald Trump was singing the praises of Thomas Massey and what a great guy he was, and he's wonderful and, one of the best people they've ever had, and, how he goes on and on in a hyperbolic fashion. What the fuck? See, This bitch on the right, you can tell she's a snake person just by her face.
Vote with us ever. So I understand your talking point in regards to the Epstein files on the Democrat side, but that has nothing to do with how bad of a Republican member he was. I always say
neither one of you think that the Epstein files had anything to do with Trump turning on Thomas Massie?
Brian, Massie hasn't voted for any of the Republican priorities, not the big, big beautiful bill, nothing.
It's funny to me. I understand. Like everybody has to pretend that the Epstein files on the right has to pretend that the Epstein files are not a thing anymore. But everybody watching and everybody who's going to see this on the internet is going to know how clownish all of this is. That you are both pretending like the Epstein files had nothing to do with this, when the people that Trump has turned on, he's done as a direct result of their support
Brian,
for the Epstein
president
files.
has been very clear over and over again for months why he believed that Thomas Massie was not the man for the job. The person who replaced him is a former Navy SEAL who is going to go in and vote for the party, for the country, for the president's agenda, when this is a district that President Trump won by 85%. So I know that Democrats only started to care about the Epstein files when it was politically convenient for them. They had nothing to say about it for 4 years under Joe Biden. When he was in charge of the DOJ, they were releasing nothing. President Trump is the one who decided to sign the legislation to release these documents. And I find it quite interesting that when I ask you who is the leader of the Democratic Party, when Barack Obama and Kamala Harris got their butts kicked tonight in Georgia and in other places around the country, losing that Supreme Court case in Georgia, losing the redistricting fight in Virginia, losing the fight in Louisiana, losing the fight all over the map, you want to change the subject and talk about the Epstein files.
Because that's the whole fucking reason that Trump went bonkers against Massie. Shut up, you bimbo. Learn to swallow. You'll make more money.
Answer me one question. Did they release all of the files?
They are in the process of redacting to release all the files because we want to make sure, and I would hope you would agree with this. Look, I'm not going to allow a conversation that's supposed to be about elections to be derailed by you to talk about the Epstein files when you don't want to talk about how the Democrats lost tonight. They continue to lose. Ashley, Democrats don't have any money. Democrats are losing to President Trump. He is the leader of the party.
He co-sponsored the Epstein files.
Brian can't even tell me who's in charge of the Democratic Party because Barack Obama clearly isn't. He's losing.
Of course,
so
he's
Ashley,
not.
what shape are Democrats in when it comes to November? Brian, stop talking over me. I'm going to cut your mic. Stop talking over everybody. Nobody can hear you. No one can understand what you're saying. We'd like to have a conversation, not a talking over.
Who, this guy?
No, the fucking chick in the middle.
Yeah, she's a cunt.
Freaking horrible. So they basically cooed Thomas Massie and brought some other dickhead who's going to just be a yes sir.
Israel bought a seat in Congress.
There you go.
Israel bought a seat in Congress. That's what they fucking did.
That's simple.
She's not on Fox News anymore. She doesn't have to pretend to be fair and balanced.
No, now she could
those days are over.
Yeah, now she could just be a douchebag.
Like
they're doing quite well at it.
What a shit
show.
I
don't understand what the fuck is wrong with people, man.
Chemtrails.
Well, here, look at this woman. She's freaking out on this kid about riding a motorcycle. She's freaking out on this kid about riding a motorcycle. Watch this.
How dare you?
The kid handles himself pretty good, though.
I don't think you're allowed on the road.
What's that?
I don't think you're allowed on the road.
I'm trying to go home.
You're not supposed to be on the road.
How am I supposed to go home now?
Why aren't you riding your bike in your yard?
I don't have a big yard.
I don't fucking care.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be on the road.
Okay.
I don't understand why your parents even buy you a motorcycle when you're not allowed to ride it on the road.
You can talk to my parents.
Who are your parents?
Why do you want to know?
Well, because they're not supposed to be here, letting you ride on the road. Are they from another country?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because you don't go to North Austin School System?
Nope.
No? Because I think your face will be on Facebook.
What's that?
Oh,
your face will be all over social media. Okay. I think that you probably have a social media account.
Yeah, Karen, because everybody's following your fucking page.
Not Facebook.
Not Facebook. No, please, anything but that.
We have one. I think the police have one. Okay. And I think that now you'll be on there saying that, look, you're on Budberg riding illegally on this road. And because you said your parents they don't have a yard big enough for you to ride this illegal bicycle that has no lights, no no kind of license plate. You're not even wearing leathers. Like, if you totally wreck this thing, you could totally be chewed up. And your parents don't care? Your parents don't care that you're riding in illegal areas? Is that what you're saying to me? Yeah? You don't seem to care?
Not really.
You don't care. And your parents don't care?
No.
Yeah. And what's your name?
You don't have to know.
I don't have to know your name because you know that you're illegal riding on the road. You don't care. You don't care that it's illegal.
Who in the fuck are you, lady? Right? Who the fuck are you, and how does that even affect you? How does any of what's going on right there affect you? It
okay,
doesn't.
Loomer.
Right? That's what I'm saying. These people want to interject themselves into some shit to create a problem. It'd be like, I would have done run the bitch over and left by now. You know?
Those Crocs are illegal. You shouldn't be wearing those stupid ass shoes on your feet.
Gonna get Croc feet.
This guy's being really patient with her, and I'll give him props for that.
That's what I'm saying. He does really well. But I mean, I would have done fucking been gone out of there by now.
I gotta say one thing though, because I'm kind of like the way she's doing it sucks. But a lot of times the kids with these fucking bikes, I had it happen up here where the kid fucking pulled the exhaust, pulled the muffler off the thing. He doesn't just go and just ride it around. Like I wouldn't give a shit if he was just going and riding the thing around, just putting it down the road and taking for a blast. But he's going like freaking 60 miles an hour with no muffler on the back, with no helmet on, wearing shorts. You know what I mean? It's the typical retard people that you kind of like. I can understand how that would be annoying if the guy went back and forth.
It's still not my business, man.
I know, but
it's not my business.
I can see how
I don't have a right. I don't have a right to try to make him stop.
No. I mean, nobody should go out there and jump in front of him.
She's the one and only member of the neighborhood watch.
It's okay. I find it annoying. Great. Yeah, I support your right to be annoyed. Okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I support your right to be annoyed. You get to be annoyed. It doesn't mean you get to act on that annoyance.
Well, his bike doesn't really sound that loud.
No,
and it seems like he's abiding by traffic laws.
I don't see how any of this guy's actions has any effect on this woman's existence whatsoever.
I think she had a bad experience and she's taking it out on this guy.
I think she thinks that she gets to tell everybody what to do. She's a very frightened individual. She cannot handle any idea of randomness. She is scared of anything that's not predictable. And so therefore she relies on a surrogate mommy and daddy to put everything into order for her. And if something's out of order, she must try to get it back in order. These are usually scared people, are usually control freaks.
Extremely bored and looking for something to do while her husband's at work.
Well, I mean, to D-Man's point, I mean, like D-Man was saying, there are fuckers who are annoying as fuck.
Oh,
but,
my God.
Yeah.
But they had a couple kids fucking smash into a car, smashing cars and shit. You know, it's like,
scary,
I can
man.
understand it, but the way she's doing it is wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I could probably, I would offer up the advice if the opportunity arose that, hey, if you're going to ride, I would suggest you wear some leather and shit like that.
Yeah, wear some shits. You don't
that kind of stuff. But outside of that, it's not my fucking business. I'm not the, I got it. I worry about what I'm doing. See, I worry about what I'm doing.
How much different is it than some of these e-bikes they got now? Like, it's really,
well, you just don't hear it.
You
just don't friggin' hear it.
I'm just saying, like, like they allow pretty much anything on the road these days and pretty much take over the road, and they ain't got to abide by any street lights or anything. I don't have a problem with it. If you get run over, that's your problem, not mine.
I had people almost run me over on a bicycle. I rode from. I'm sorry. I rode from southern Massachusetts. I rode from southern New Hampshire to Boston on a mountain bike. I almost got killed like 10 times. Of people, get the fuck off the road. People screaming at you and up your ass and beeping the horn. Like, it doesn't even matter. Even if you were following the rules or following the law and doing everything to the nines, people are still going to be a dick anyway. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah. You guys just be defensive driving at this point and
But you really look at it from the logical standpoint, as far as like this is concerned. Nobody has a right to tell anybody else what to do. It's all. That's all.
No, yeah,
And
she's trying to.
if that lady has certain views about how a motorcycle should be driven, or who should drive it, or whatever, that's her opinion. She's entitled to it, right? And you can go ahead and abide by those things yourself, but you don't have the right to subject other people to your bullshit.
Yeah,
You know what
she's trying to be a police officer right now. When she's
Yeah.
Citizens arrest.
What she did by stepping in front of the bike is impeding.
Yeah,
which is
kidnapping.
almost like which is like if you just jumped in front of a police car and said, "Slow down, you're going too fast," you'd be arrested.
Yeah.
If you just jumped in front of a car that was driving down the street, and did that, you'd be thrown in jail. So it shouldn't be any different. But yeah, I mean, I can understand the aggravation if the kid's fucking flying back and forth for 6 hours a day. You know what I mean? That I could understand. But I guarantee you that there's woods down the street from here, and that kid goes and rides it around in the woods, and then has to ride it up the road to go back to his house. That's probably.
Man, if you're not tearing nobody's yard up or doing anything stupid, I can understand that. Like outside of that, there's no real reason.
Right. Well, there you're causing loss, injury, or harm.
Right.
You're being a victim.
Yeah.
Using a public roadway that doesn't appear to have much traffic on it, or the dumb bitch wouldn't be standing out in the middle of
On
it.
the street. I know. I didn't see
Right?
one car go by.
I mean, shit. Have you heard some of these Harleys that go by? I mean,
Right.
they ain't even half of what they do.
Things make noise. You know what?
Right.
Thunder makes noise. You're gonna
They
regulate
tell
that.
people.
You're gonna regulate
They
that.
tell people
Yeah.
stop shooting fireworks off on the 4th of
Right.
July. Like,
Oh, they try to do it in some places.
Why?
They say some people, "Oh, well, it's PTSD. I have PTSD." They're like, "Oh, put some fucking earplugs in.
You're right. Let's finish watching this.
Take a Valium."
You don't care that you're riding with cars that are permitted, allowed on this road, and you're on a motorcycle here that has no registration. You're not even legal to drive. What are you, 12?
I'm legal to
11?
drive.
You're 11?
I'm legal to drive.
You're not legal to drive.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I have my license.
If you had your license, why wouldn't you be on a car?
Because I don't own a car
you think
yet.
You're so cool.
I don't
you
own a
think
car.
You're cool on these things. Get yourself a car. Get yourself a job.
Have a good day, lady.
That's right.
That's all I would say.
Your parents pay for it. Is
Yes.
that what it is?
What was that
Yeah.
cutaway?
Yeah. I can't wait until you're like have a kid because you get somebody knocked up. And then
No kids.
now this is
Not
what
knocking anybody
parents
up.
do.
What the fuck kind of bullshit is this woman projecting? Listen to this crazy.
she just impeded that car going by.
You never had a job in your life. Yeah. It's a pretty sad life, I guess.
Have a good day, lady.
Someday you're gonna have to get along in the world when your parents are no longer around. Yeah, you think that's cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. That your parents are gonna die.
You're gonna be living in a van.
Wow, what this lady is, huh?
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
She's done.
She's a Glover.
Yeah. I don't believe that you're 16. If you were 16, you'd be in a car with a girl.
He just goes on. She's still fucking yammering along. I would have been gone out of there a long time.
Yeah, I wouldn't have stuck around that one.
He's got a lot of patience. I'll give that kid credit.
He got a video out of it.
She had his whole fucking future mapped out, boy. You're gonna live in a van down by the river. Okay. man.
I would have said, sure, I fucking hope so.
He's got more patience than me. I would have already told her to go fuck herself. from
Probably
the
got it
beginning.
better being in the van down by the river. You ain't gonna be enslaved by all this shit.
That kid has a lot of patience. I give him credit for that.
Should have did that a long time ago. I'd have been much better off.
It's funny. I see these people. They do that. They're all worried about somebody else, what they're doing, and I'm like, well, how's that worrying you? Why is that worrying you so bad? They go, well, you're not allowed to do that. And I said, well, you're not trying to do it or anything else. Well, how is what that person is doing affecting you at all?
Yeah, I know.
It's not.
It
So shut the
wasn't.
fuck up. Mind your own goddamn business.
You know
She
what?
made it her problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Saab, they're starting a community up in southern New Hampshire. When I was, I'm up north right now. When I was down south during the beginning of the week before I started feeling like shit, I got a bunch of papers, and one of the local papers from down in the border towns, they were complaining in the paper about these small, those like micro house communities They're starting to do those like little micro houses because the housing up here is insanely expensive. So they're doing these like little micro communities, and I guess some development group bought a bunch of land and they're going to build these little micro houses, and all the people around it started to complain about the micro houses, and it's like, what is it any of your fucking business? If I want to live in a shed or a tent or a tree
all they're worried about is it affecting their property value.
That's it. It's all about the money.
You see, it's the
I'm
problem.
gonna have to worry about that very much longer.
No.
Listen, they're still trying to milk us. Listen to this fucking guy. This is crazy. Stu Peters posted this earlier. Listen to this fucking guy.
I think it is a good thing if Massey and the people like him and others believe that if you cross the line into anti-Semitism, Jews are going to use the power that we have openly to go for you, because what other recourse is there?
Wait a second. How is it anti-Semitic to not want to support a war, to prosecute pedophiles, and release the Epstein files? How is that anti-Semitic? I don't understand where they get that idea. Or pointing out that a foreign country has infiltrated and controls our government. That's not anti-Semitic. That's called fucking noticing, man.
Right.
Oh, it's because they happen to be Jews? Okay. What would it be if they were German? What would it be if they were French? What if the French government infiltrated your country?
Damn Somalians.
Yeah. See, these motherfuckers, and at the same time, they go, oh, the Muslims are coming in. No, I'm not worried about Muslims. I'm worried about you.
Damn Nick Knox.
Yeah.
Fucking scrotum eating motherfuckers.
Yeah.
What'd you call me?
Fucking ridiculous.
Are we just going to sit here and take it?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yes,
Beg for
love it or leave
scraps,
it.
hope that nice people are nice to us. The Democratic Party is going explicitly anti-Semitic. We can see it happening. People are getting benefits, as Seth says, for being anti-Semites. That seems to be part of an appeal in primary.
Who the fuck is getting benefits for that? Is somebody paying people to be anti-Semitic? What?
Where is the anti-Semitic website
Where's
that
my
you can
fucking
sign
check?
up?
I want my fucking check.
Where's the?
You mean people pay me for feeling this way? Fuck.
Wait a
bring it.
minute. Wasn't it a while ago they said that they would pay people $7,000 to do posts on social media?
Yeah, and they got Methodist out of that. Oh, that's right. Nobody says that. Yeah, they got Jude out of it, right? Oh, they
Zing.
got Catholics out of that deal.
Oh man, zing, sub, zing.
God damn it.
Areas to the left in the party, we have to use what means there are at our disposal. And in my view, and I'm going to put it blank, that is Jewish money. There is an enormous amount of Jewish money.
No, it's not. It's United States Federal Reserve notes that you fucking stole from everybody, you fucktard.
Money in politics, by which I mean Jewish donors, wildly disproportionate, not only charitably, but politically. And when I say charitably, I mean nobody really knows the numbers. Jews make up 2% of the population. According to some studies, Jews make up 20% of the charitable contributions made in the United States annually. That is a tenfold. Think about that. Think about the
You muted.
Yet they control over 90% of the Congress. Okay, so you're not making a very good case for yourself, asswipe.
What are those records he's got over the right shoulder? Is that Elvis? Who's the other one?
The more books they have, the smarter they are. That's what I found out.
Ernie Fisher's greatest hits.
Oh my God, this got to be really gay.
He's gay as a fucking $3
portion of that. And in politics, it's pretty close also. And if that money isn't used, why do people give money? Because they want to influence elections to get people elected who reflect their views. Well, this is an existential issue for Jews. And the Jews who explicitly give money because they want to make it clear to anti-Semitic candidates that they are going to have to go through a buzzsaw and that they are not going to simply waltz in and be, if they're treated with kid gloves by the New York Times, we are double time going to do what we can to expose who they are, to find out what we can find out about them that will harm them, and that we will do what we can to prevent them from taking office. What other choice does American Jewry have?
Get the fuck out. 110.
Fucking idiot. Nobody's anti-Semitic. These fucking idiots, dude.
It's Eddie Fisher, not Ernie.
Who believes this shit?
Yeah, Eddie Fisher. It's Carrie Fisher's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Princess Leia.
Yeah, Princess Leia's dad.
Oh my god, that is the most somber, sleepy.
Yeah,
I want to drink myself to sleep music. Holy god.
NPR, it's NPR fucking music time. Man.
We need to talk to Jabba.
Fucking this is stupid.
Didn't he enslave the Jews?
Nobody thinks the way this fucking idiot thinks.
What is it?
I said nobody. Go ahead, Cubby. Sorry.
No, I was done. Go for it.
I was saying nobody thinks the way this fucker's talking.
They do.
They project.
Well, they do, but he's talking about anti-Semitic. Who the fuck is anti-Semitic?
Yeah, it's a made up.
I don't know anybody.
Word. It's a made up nonsense word. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like homophobe.
That's what a lot of words are.
All that stupid shit. It's just fucking made up nonsense. It doesn't mean anything.
I have a T-shirt that says "Screw Shem."
Right there you go.
I don't even know what it is.
The fucking H-man is what they do. They use the H-man to
propagate
this shit that's completely false. Nobody thinks that way.
So more than double the. How did they more than double the vote without the population going up?
Yeah, no shit. Listen, how did the census? Yeah, this is the whole thing. The census of Jews in Europe, taken in 1946, showed an increase in the number of Jews in Europe. You want to tell me how that's possible?
They've got this voting thing down to a science.
Yeah, look at this crazy.
356%.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, the population went up 300%.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah, and they did it with the mail-in voting. The Republicans used mail-in ballot fraud.
Yeah.
Right after bitching about going to put laws to stop mail-in ballot fraud.
Yeah.
From a president who's a convicted felon and somehow voted using the mail.
And guess how they did that? Guess what's happening right now? Isn't there a bunch of I don't know, sailors overseas right now, and the people? Yeah. That's an interesting way to.
Let me ask you this, because I know you'll know this. So, when is Trump going to come out and say that vote was a fraudulent? And when is Mike, the pillow guy, going to come out with his data showing that something's wrong with the Massey vote?
Yeah, never. Because they're all like in his little fucking cult. You see, they're all in his little fucking cult. The only real support he's got are those people. Out here in reality, he just got done saying today, he says he's polling really high in Israel. He said, maybe when I'm done with this, I'll go be the run for prime minister of Israel. And I was like, don't wait, do it now. Go now. Go to Tel Aviv right now and become prime minister. Do it. And I'm like, you're only what's that say? You've only got 36% approval in the United States, but a 99% approval in Israel. And you claim that you're not working for Israel. That tells it all right there. If you're that popular in Israel, despite the fact that you're 36% here in the United States,
beat it.
Well, that says everything for me right there, that you're not in it for the United States at all. That right there tells it all. And he did it himself. He said it himself.
Yeah, where's the Mike Lindells? Where's the friggin' Where's all the people coming in to say that Massey got fucked in the election? No, not a word now, huh?
You give that pillow fucker a big enough rock of crack, he'll say whatever you fucking want him to.
Pillow fucker.
Still waiting for my cross necklace with my pillow.
Well, real quick, there's a side conversation in the chat. Somebody was trying to, Massey was saying, Cubby sold that for an eyebrow makeover. And then David Koresh said, eyebrows club for men. And he had to come in and say, brow gain. Brow gain.
Brow gain. That must have fucking Ben Shapiro must have run into a big pile of that shit, man.
No kidding, man.
Dude's fucking eyebrows are taking on a life of their own, man.
Like two USB ports like going on each other.
Yeah, you see where and now Candace is coming out with all the information about how his uncle is the one or his dad. One of them is one who stole the fucking nuclear material from the United States and gave it to Israel and shit.
How do they just come about all this information all of a sudden?
I know, man. I know. Google.
You haven't known it until now. Okay.
It must be Google. It must be.
Right.
You know, all you got to do is Google it. That's what I have these people try all the time. It's so amazing. I want to kind of talk about this for a minute because it is so amazing how ingrained the appeal to authority is with people. But Google says this, and I said, that doesn't mean anything, man. That doesn't mean anything because Google says something, okay? Google is programmed to give you information based on an algorithm and what's programmed that it can and cannot give you, okay? Right. Notice, try and do a search for something really weird and it'll say you're not allowed to search for that, okay? So here's the thing. We know that it's highly restricted. It is not a search engine born in absolute freedom. Otherwise, you could find any kind of fucking horrible shit you wanted to on Google, but you can't. Because why? It is filtered information, right?
Yeah.
So I don't care if Google says that a large mass of gases can exist without physical containment. That is still a physical impossibility. Because along with it came no demonstrable proof, no scientific experiment verifying such a claim. And the reader of that answer does never take into account, well, how do you get a large mass of gases together in the first place?
Right.
It has to start somewhere. You don't just appear with a large mass of gases. That doesn't just happen. So how would you obtain that? It has to be collected. And the only way to collect any kind of a fluid is with fucking containment, man.
Yeah.
No.
There was a sweet spot with Google like in 2004 when Google could actually give you unfiltered shit. But
there's no difference between AI and Google. It's catered to a user's biases and it's filtered to your algorithm. So you're just going to get what's no different than searching for stuff or what you're given on YouTube. It just gives you what they want you to see.
Yep.
I mean, it's using AI to give you the results by what
it's always used AI
in the first place. So,
but that's the whole thing. This appeal, but people are so ingrained with the appeal to authority that without verification, as long as Google says so, then it's the gospel. This is how they believe. They really think that. They think that because what they perceive as an authoritative source told them so, that despite the fact that it's still an impossibility, that it is now suddenly a possibility because Google said so.
Right.
Even worse is people that source Wikipedia.
Right.
You know, and people do the same with that.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, it's on Wikipedia. I found it on Wikipedia. Oh, it must be true. Shit,
Right.
game over.
Well, Cubby was right. It was always AI, even from the beginning.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
True statement.
I didn't mean to cough on the mic. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was
How dare you.
unmuted.
How dare you? No,
That's your first. That's your first strike.
There, I've got.
I meant to puke.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're doing the Anne Frank thing. Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's why you wanted to come up here.
Hide me, Daddy.
Go write in your diary. Get out of here.
Oh, there she goes.
Well,
I got a front porch full of animals. You can come over here if you want.
Right? Oh shit!
Come on over to Cubby's. He's got all Bambi and Thumper, and
got a wildlife refuge over here.
He's gonna be wearing a brown. He's gonna be wearing a brown button-up shirt pretty soon.
The worst one with that appeal to authority shit is when people use Snopes. I just fucking laugh at them. I just laugh at them. I say, you got to be kidding me. Okay, you're obviously a brain dead, non-thinking human being. I don't even want to engage in conversation.
So you have to use fact checks, okay?
Yeah,
that's you have to. All right,
This
you have
guy's
to
the
go to
worst
the right
of the worst.
authority.
This guy, I know he's a trip. He's
I hate him.
he says, look, every time everything is Trump panics.
Yeah, I know.
Everything he says is Trump panics, but this is pretty good information because of what is actually occurring, though. There was a nuke site targeted, I guess you heard, but they found out that the attack didn't come from Iran. It came from the north somewhere, most likely either Israel or Iraq.
Yeah, they shut that down quick.
Yeah, they did. But now Trump's pissed off and wanting to put the boots on the ground in there, which is never going to be a good idea.
Iran is preparing for an imminent joint U.S.-Israeli invasion of the Isfahan facility. Iranian state media announced that Isfahan would be undergoing, quote, controlled explosions in the northern area. This is like the main nuclear site in Iran that was targeted back last June in Operation Midnight Hammer. The Trump regime plotting Operation Sledgehammer is what they're calling it. And the Iranian regime is preparing itself to protect this Isfahan nuclear facility. And they are doing these coordinated detonations as well, that if the United States and Israeli troops enter, they will blow up the entire area. And that could cause massive nuclear fallout as well. You know, this comes at the same time that an Israeli TV channel, just in the past 24 hours, their Channel 14, which is their right-wing channel, think they're Fox News. That's how I think about it. They just leaked information about this joint Israeli-U.S. invasion of the Isfahan site. And this passed the Israeli military censors. And this caused kind of massive panic in Israel because I think this thing was planned to be pretty imminently executed. And so there was this emergency session that just took place in the Knesset Foreign Affairs Defense Committee. And they were like, what in the world is going on right now? How did this information leak? And according to the plans that leaked to Channel 14, that there was going to be this potential deception strategies, including ground invasion, landing on Isfahan. There's apparently already been these joint drills that have been conducted between the United States and Israel. Pilots are working as well with these teams to work to extract the enriched uranium material that's there. This also is in line with what we're hearing in the latest Wall Street Journal report, that upwards of 1,000 personnel could be required on site to secure the Isfahan facility, dig through rubble for near weapons grade nuclear material amid Iranian missile and drone fire. And so I believe that these coordinated detonations that we're seeing at this nuclear site right now are preparing for precisely that.
Yeah, they're supposed to come out with some other ones too. Operation Paul Pelosi.
Yeah.
Bring the hammer down.
It's Operation Fag Hammer.
Lots of hammer fucking things going on with that. Lots of things on the hammer analogies.
I think that Midas touch guy like farted and it creeped up his shirt and fogged up his glasses. That's what it looked like. This is some gay glasses.
Some nuclear activity.
Nuke.
Drop. Yeah, that guy is always. I see his.
Yeah, I do
videos
too.
Come up on YouTube and shit, and it says Trump in a panic. Trump rages, you know, and you watch it, and it's like, well, that really wasn't a rage, you know.
Trump in trouble.
Because that's what you asked to see, right? Oh wait, that's the algorithm again.
Yeah,
telling you what you want to see.
was like, what do you mean? His titles are really hyperbolic, you know.
Scotty calls them measles.
Measles. There you go. That works. This guy here says every dictator builds the bunker before he refuses to leave. Have you seen some of the fucking how big that goddamn thing's going to be in comparison to the White House? It's like 3 times the fucking size of the White House. It's going to dwarf the White House. This is the dumbest fucking shit that we don't need. Nobody needs. Nobody has ever begged to have it except this fucking retard.
You know, another disaster that might be about to happen at the White House is that UFC event. You know why? Because it's outdoors, and they didn't think about when they have all them freaking lights, all the bugs are going to be coming out. During that time.
Fucking DC is a swamp.
I know. That's
DC
right.
is a
Can you imagine trying to fight somebody and you got freaking mayflies and gnats?
When are they supposed to have that?
June, coming up a couple weeks from now. I think only like 2 weeks or something.
It's the most humid fucking time. Summer is.
I know it's probably
so humid.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a fucking. Oh, don't worry, they'll spray. They'll spray.
Yeah, they were talking about using fans. I'm like, oh yeah, that'll work.
I can attest to that. I'm in Maryland, and the bugs come out, and it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's bad here too. But I'm out in the deep woods, so it's
pretty Mississippi River.
Shit, right here in the valley, I got a bug popper, and when I put that thing out there, that fucking thing is continuously active, just continuous. You go out there, and there's like a pile of dead bugs underneath of it.
Because it's so fucking humid here in Maryland. Like it's fucking humid as shit here.
So there's another reason that they have a recess in the summer in Congress, because it's fucking humid. It's miserable.
Well, that's because they all stink and they attract all the flies and bugs.
Use Detol. It's an antiseptic. I think they sell it in the UK. Well, you can find it in the US, but put a little of that behind your back of your legs and your arms and stuff. It usually keeps the bugs away pretty good. I learned
lemongrass.
Old farmer's trick.
You're masking your smell. You're masking your scent.
Yeah.
Lemongrass works too.
Yeah,
it's pretty good stuff.
Staying the fuck inside works good.
Maybe while they're having the event, they'll have like fucking locusts attack.
Oh my god!
Wouldn't that be something?
Maybe they'll take the opportunity to have another fake assassination attempt.
Probably.
It is not
yeah, no kidding.
Somebody shot Tank Abbott.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know.
Yeah, Iranian, of course.
Shit. Yeah,
but how is this any different than the Caesars sitting over the gladiator games?
I know.
Watching it, you know.
You're just not killing them, that's all.
Bread and circuses, right?
Yeah.
It's a joke. This guy's a fucking joke.
It's all a ruse. It's all a distraction. Every dictator in history shares this one distinct characteristic pattern. And what is it, you may ask? It's a freaking bunker. Hitler had his Fernburn bunker. Mussolini built 12 fortified shelters across Italy. And Stalin, he's got tunnels right now that exist today in Moscow. Tito carved 5-story underground city into mountains and into Bosnia. And Gaddafi, he sealed himself into a 3-meter walls. And the modern strongmen of today, you ask, they're no different. Look at Kim Jong-un. He governs from a private underground railing system. And Putin, he has his own nuclear survivable bunker that's built into a fucking damn mountain. And China's President Xi, he's building a 1,500-acre underground command center southwest of Beijing. Said that it'll be operational by when? 2027. And you think Trump is building his ballroom? He keeps masquerading and talking about and telling everybody. He's not telling you the real deal. He's not telling you what's underneath it. The bunker is for tyranny and him never leaving. By the time a leader is digging, he done already done the calculation already. So now let's look at Exhibit A, the east lawn of our White House. The guys and the ruse, a 90,000 square foot ballroom. That's a ruse. A $1 billion vanity project paid for by billionaires and defense contractors. Yeah, it exists for him, but it's a massive military complex bunker underneath it. All right. The ballroom itself, he admitted, is just a shed what's being built underneath. That's his words. I didn't say that. He said it. The ballroom is a alibi, folks. The bunker is the building. Now let's look at the pattern around it, okay? Let's look at it. Trump refused to leave when he lost in 2020 election. He summoned the crowd at the Capitol. He openly hints at what? A third-year term. That the 22nd Amendment forbids. When asked about it, he says that there are methods of doing this. He told a Texas crowd that maybe he can do one more year. He even told the White House summit that if he'll leave office in maybe 8-9 years. He keeps flashing the 2028 hats to Gavin Newsom and the Democrats. He's all doing this consolidated power. He sent federalized troops in 6 American cities. He's purging the senior military leadership. He's got FCC weaponized. He owns all these media corporations, all right, and these platforms. He sees the Kennedy Center. He even got his fucking damn image plastered on the damn buildings and shit. And he's sending military troops to polling places. He's hinted that for midterms. Every check is being captured. Congress has folded. No checks and balances on him right now. And the Supreme Court is doing his freaking damn bidding. Military leadership is replaced by loyalists. And the only check is left is your vote. That's the one that his sycophants are afraid of. Every dictator in history built bunkers before they refused to leave. Not after, but before. We are watching the same architecture rise on the South Lawn in real time, in broad daylight, hidden underground, a ballroom. History does not repeat. Mankind gets drunk off of power. Pay attention, because today he just said it again. He said it in front of the cameras. The ballroom will have military research facilities, a drone ports, and it will open up to save and to protect Washington. He said that. He ain't leaving, y'all. Mark my fucking words. Vote like hungry, damn it. Truth has no party. Y'all be well.
Unfortunately, it's going to take something beyond a vote to do anything.
Ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Well, what you do is, so I saw this on a MacGyver episode once for entertainment purposes only. You create a little event where they got to go down in their bunker. And I think what MacGyver did was he gassed them once they went down the bunker. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's plausible or not, but I'm sure.
Listen, did you know mustard gas essentially is very easy to create?
Yeah, I know.
All you need is ammonia and bleach. Mix those two substances together, release it into a confined area, and it will kill anyone in that area, or at least severely injure them in the respiratory system. Don't try that at home. I'm not suggesting you do it, but that's how easy mustard gas is to create.
Did you know that the way that in World War I, when they would alarm you about gas, you know what they used to alarm people that gas was gone off? They had this little where the guy would spin his hand around and the little thing would flip around and make a clacky noise.
Okay.
It's like a clacker. It's like a
See, the worst part of that stuff too is that it goes down into the lowest areas, right? So the reasoning behind it was that it would go drift into the trenches. And that would give you two choices. You either stay in there and die, or you come up out of the trench and they cut you down with machine gun fire.
It works on gravity, I believe.
Yeah, definitely works on gravity. Not the fact that it's a denser concentration of gas than the surrounding medium. That would be silly.
But the funny part is the thing that they used to use in the trenches to warn people of gas, they use on New Year's Eve. You know, like you hold it in your hand, it's a stick with the clacker on it that spins around. Well, that's where it comes from. They used it in World War I to warn you that mustard gas was, mustard gas attacks.
Do you remember clacker
ketchup?
You remember
the balls?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have them on ships.
Yeah, but it was a toy they were selling to kids, man. And they were fucking deadly.
You break your fucking finger or you smash them into your friend's head.
Yeah, or they'd shatter and go in your eyes.
Justin Johnson said he prefers ketchup gas.
I was at this flea market. I was at this flea market a couple weeks ago. And this guy was selling yard darts, and this one guy walked up and he goes, "Hey, them things are illegal."
Oh, come on! I had jots when I was a kid. We never stabbed anybody with them.
Well, I know, but I mean, you think about it, the kids nowadays. Shoot, there'd be a TikTok challenge. There'd be a bunch of dead kids.
See if you can catch a jart in your mouth.
Yeah. Jart.
Eat a Tide Pod.
Hell, I had jarts. We had no problems with them.
Nobody was killed
because you were responsible, somewhat.
David Caress said honey mustard gas.
You could probably have that.
You had just enough responsibility to keep yourself alive. Back in the day, you know.
Scotty said Lawn Dot's drunk.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Let's throw it straight up in the air and see where it comes down.
Where is it?
Oh shit.
At night.
There it is, sticking in Uncle Ted's head. I'll get it.
Why does Jake only have one eye now?
Right. That's from the barbecue of 78.
Okay, I'm just trying to wrap my brain around this. The Orion reentry capsule comes into the atmosphere at 25,000 miles per hour. And when it hits the atmosphere, the air friction creates enormous heat, up to 5,000 degrees centigrade.
I don't believe that.
But the surface of the sun is around 5,000 degrees. That's extremely hot. The melting point of aluminum is only around 600 degrees Celsius. Steel is around 1,500 degrees. How come it doesn't melt the capsule? Well, it has a heat shield at the bottom of the capsule, and it's weighted to ensure that the bottom stays facing downward as it descends through the atmosphere. Okay, but from 75 miles up at 25,000 miles per hour, it'll only take 9 seconds to hit the Earth. If they decelerated in only 9 seconds, they would be subjected to 50 Gs of force, liquidating their internal organs in a split second. How do you account for that problem? Well, okay. No. They come in at an angle. It's not directly down. So they hit the upper atmosphere at 75 miles, but touchdown, splashdown is actually 1,950 miles away from that point. So here's a scale diagram of a triangle, 75 on one side and 1,950, so you can mentally get a picture. They're coming in at approximately 2.2 degrees away from 90 degrees. Okay, so that means they're basically traveling sideways. But if the bottom is weighted and it's traveling sideways, how does it keep from tumbling? The football's geometric. It has the same top and bottom and side to side, and it spins on that axis, giving it gyroscopic stability to maintain its orientation in flight. The Orion capsule doesn't have any of that, and it's not using thrusters or control planes in flight. The bottom is weighted. What's keeping it from just tumbling? Science! Okay. Let's say somehow it maintains its orientation while it's zipping across the sky horizontally, and it's slowing down because of friction. Tell me more about that descent. Well, it doesn't really slow down until around 47 miles up. That's when it hits the heavier atmosphere and when it dramatically slows down. And then over a period of time, it reaches 300 miles per hour, and that's at 5 miles up. And then the drogue chute deploys, and then the main chute deploys, and then we have touchdown. Sounds magical. So we know from high school physics that an object dropped from 5 feet and an object launched horizontally from the same distance will hit the ground at the same time. A 42-mile drop works out to approximately 2 minutes. At that deceleration, they would be subjected to 9 Gs for 2 minutes. It's survivable, but barely. No. The descent is gradual, over 10 minutes before the chute deploys. We've already established the bottom of this capsule is almost perpendicular to the Earth, so how is that generating any lift, let alone 5 times the drop speed? Science!
I know what keeps the bottom of it from melting. It's those death winter sleds, the discs that you had to sit on and steer.
Yeah.
And just stack up a bunch of them.
So many things.
Listen, just trust the science, okay?
That's all you can do.
NASA's up there doing God's work.
Why would they lie to you?
Justin says that He says that it identifies as smooth. That's all it takes.
Yeah. Jinx.
Belief.
Not only that, like the heat, the speed, the no smoke on the water. What about when they smack that freaking water? Like you know how devastating that would have been. Like the torque coming back from that. Like it's just wild. I don't know. So many things, like I said before.
It's a ridiculous fairy tale made up for childlike minds. It really is. The whole thing. Because when you start looking at it from a realistic perspective and picking it apart, you pull it a thread, it all falls right the fuck apart. Every bit of it. Like their thing, they always like to say, well, how come a bowling ball and a feather fall at the same speed in a vacuum chamber? Yeah, that is curious. Why do they fall at the same speed? The bowling ball should have a whole lot more gravity to it than the feather, right? Yep. And so we add that to Earth's gravity. It's going to cause a faster acceleration, right? So why doesn't the bowling ball fall faster than the feather? It should. If what you say is true, because the bowling ball absolutely has its own gravity, right? Because it has mass, and because it has more mass than the feather, then it has way more gravity than the feather. And so we have that gravity plus the gravity of the Earth. That thing should get fucking pulled down much faster than the feather, right?
For the ones who never broke out of indoctrination, they need these types of events to reinforce their beliefs. That's why they keep having, to all those still under the spell, they need to reinforce it with all these stupid ass. Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta have the fantasy.
Look at this guy with the porn stash.
Hey,
a lot of people would have you believe the Earth is round. Well, we'll see. What is the flat Earth theory? Well, the flat Earth theory posits.
Let me stop you right there. The flat Earth is not a theory and doesn't posit anything besides demonstrable, empirical, objective facts. For example, it is a fact, not a theory, that bodies of water always seek and find their own level, from a beaker, a bottle, or a bathtub, to a pond, lake, or an ocean. The natural physics of water and other liquids is to find and remain level. It is an unproven, unscientific theory with no observable, measurable, or repeatable evidence to claim that bodies of water can somehow bend, cling to the exterior of shapes, and show convexity upon their surface. It is a fact that the majority of Earth is covered in such level water, thus making it an unscientific theory to postulate that Earth is actually a gigantic sphere with bendy oceans curving all the way around it. It is a fact, not a theory, that the horizon always appears perfectly flat, 360 degrees around the observer, regardless of altitude. All amateur balloon, rocket, plane, and drone footage show a completely flat horizon as high as we can reach, over 20 miles, or 120,000 feet up. The only time the horizon ever bends is when viewed through a fisheye lens.
True, true, true.
Yeah, I threw one up there for you on the... I love that picture. I've kept that for a while now.
What's that?
It's on the present.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Listen, right here, this is what you have right here on the right, this bottom right corner.
Yeah.
Right? Come on. See, they try to act like a fluid is a different state of matter than what it actually is. And it's not. And this whole fucking myth of mass attracting mass, I don't know how they ever fucking con people into that shit. Ain't nobody said why. Ain't nobody ever asked why. Why would some object just attract other? I've never seen that happen.
You've never seen
we've got this thing we set up. Well, why would you have an experiment that's not based on observation? Yeah. What did you observe happening that would cause you to believe that because something exists, that there is somehow an attraction? Nobody's ever seen that happen. That's retarded, man.
Yep, you've never seen the water follow the topography either, like it's on the bottom right, ever, never.
Well, and here's the biggest thing, right? We need a force. We have a force. You're claiming that there's a force being exerted somehow, right? All force requires energy. I don't care what it is. It requires energy. So where does the energy come from? Where does mass get the energy to convert into a force capable of moving mass? And why does it not succumb to the rules of entropy? It should.
Would an earthquake be considered? How about an earthquake?
An earthquake creates gravity, a force.
Well, it moves things, so I mean, naturally, it shakes.
Well, there it is.
shake around.
We actually have a physical fucking chain of events that we can follow. Pressure, tectonic plates, movement. There it is. Okay, gravity. Where the fuck is the mass obtaining energy from? It has to somehow be converting energy into a force capable of moving mass, holding oceans to the earth, holding air against the extreme vacuum of space.
Yeah.
Okay, so this thing must be expending energy at all times in order to create this force that's present at all times. Why does it never run out? What is its energy source?
How about a paddle boat? How about, you take the paddle boat and just push it out in the water, but you don't move the paddles. Or you put somebody in it and they turn the pedals and the boat moves. That's your source of energy.
Well, yeah, the guy moving you're modulating the fucking medium. You're using the denser medium to propel yourself. You could never have that in space. But think about this. This gravity, it's stupid from its concept altogether. This is why Newton didn't publish the paper on gravity. It was done posthumously. He came up with the idea, but then he could not reconcile a force with no clear source of energy, something moving without a force being applied. He could not reconcile it because, after all, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be converted or transferred or transformed. That's all.
And there's losses in those conversions and
Sometimes, yes. Yeah, there's no 0 point.
Did you guys confirm this on Google?
Yeah.
I went to tour.
Sure.
I made sure that an authoritative official source agreed with what's obvious.
All right, I just want to make sure.
I went right to the NASA website and they told me.
Yeah. I've been to the backside of the moon, man. I know everything.
Better watch out for the winds back there.
That's right. There's the lunar winds that come from Uranus.
Been there, done that.
They say it smells like steak.
Let's hope not. What is this? Ed Galrain received 10,854 mail-in votes. This is suspicious as shit. And goddamn it, I hope this wakes a lot of people up. I really do. That they'll realize that it don't matter.
I paid zero attention to it.
Well, I mean, so you already know. But I need these fucking retards that keep supporting this fucking system to wake up and realize what they're fucking supporting.
Yeah.
That they don't have any influence whatsoever, that the Jews and their money are going to fucking screw you every time. You have an occupied government, and that occupied government is going to make sure that their agents are who gets in office. That's all that happens. That's how it goes. And people got to realize that you're not going to get this back by voting.
It's not their money, it's our money.
Right. Right. They steal our money and then turn around and use it to bribe other fucking people.
We don't even need money. It's all funny money. We don't even need. All you need is barter and trade. Honestly, a system of barter and trade you could get anywhere. But and just
that's what money was derived for. Because let's look at it realistically. All right. I have a product. You have a product. Or you have some commodity that you want to trade me for my commodity, but I don't want your commodity, right? You might have blueberries and I have fucking shoes. I don't want blueberries. I don't like blueberries. That precludes you from buying shoes with your assets. So you're going to have to find another moniker of medium of exchange, right? And so this is why money was developed, but it was based on the value of actual real money. Yeah. That way, this was worth a certain amount of this worth, and this is worth a certain amount of this worth, whether gold usually or silver. Okay, so this amount of this is worth this much gold. This amount of this is worth this. The market sets its own value. And that's what money was supposed to do. But we don't have that. We haven't had that for a fucking long ass time. We've had Federal Reserve notes, and they've been going on since 1913. And the worst bet is they conned us into thinking that it was actually backed by gold in Fort Knox, but it wasn't. And when the gig was finally up and people started asking questions about the gold, then that's when Nixon took us off the gold standard, so nobody would be asking about it any fucking more. Other countries wouldn't be asking for their gold reserves back. And we developed the petrodollar. Now that's going in the toilet as quick as anything else, because we've already had several major oil producing nations in the Middle East that have dropped out of the OPEC agreement. We see the new world currency being born, which is going to be the Chinese yuan. The day of the dollar and American hegemony is over. We're already done. We're just in the death throes of it right now. And these fucking parasites are milking what they can out of what's left of it before they move on to China.
Well, if you feel like it, I put a link in the back whenever, but it's a real glimpse into our future. I can probably.
Oh yeah, I got it. I got that. I pulled that up. I'm gonna grab that here as soon after I play this video.
Whenever, if you feel like it. But I'm just saying.
I went recently to one of the radio interviews I'm fond of doing to talk to the American people about what's going on, things that would be important to them. And I came in with 13 pages of the unclassified. If I brought the classified tag, it'd be 1,013 pages. I can't talk about it. They're one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. I went recently to one of the radio interviews.
The four horsemen of the apocalypse, man. And that's exactly what you've got. I don't know. People got to get off of this shit, man. This bullshit. Schoolhouse Rock is a fiction. Okay, Schoolhouse Rock is a fiction.
I'm a Bill. I'm a Lincoln.
Hey, I'm the Epstein list. Hey, look, here's a NASA file. Look, here's UFOs. Oh, look over here. Here's a war. Motherfuckers.
And then they're tying up more of that crap about COVID. You know, look what we're finding out about COVID. Oh yeah, 6 years too late. Right.
This is long enough. I can go and get me a turnover.
Everything we already knew.
I'll be able to go in here and get me a turnover too. Dun dun dun. Just CNBC.
I can't afford those. I can only afford turn unders.
So this says Shenzhen, China.
So I like living in a giant industrialized futuristic city because I grew up in such a small town America. I've never seen something like this before. Yeah. But also the cost of living, the affordable healthcare, the incredible public transportation, the healthy foods, the conveniences, the quality of education for my children. I mean, there's just a lot of benefits I see with living here. My name is Bradley Cray. I'm 36 years old, and I'm an American living in Shenzhen, China. Now, this is a perfect example of how you can see the contrast between the past and the future in China. So if you look over here, this goes to Little Nanshan Village. As soon as you cross through there, you feel like you're time traveling 50 years in the past. It does not look anything like if you turn around and go this way to the giant, bustling, booming skyscrapers of the city. It's like if Silicon Valley and New York City had a baby in China. That's how I would describe Shenzhen. And it's like the very southern point of China in Guangdong province, right above Hong Kong. My dad kind of had that Christopher McCandless Into the Wild dream. And he took me and my brothers and my mom to Colorado, to a small town with like 6,000 people, way up in the Rocky Mountains. And we just lived there. Just a very calm childhood. In Shenzhen, you don't need a car. The subway systems are incredible. They're all new, up to date, and incredibly cheap. And so me and my wife, it will cost us like 60 cents to get home on the subway. The kids ride the subway for free. So, I mean, by the end of the month, all included costs for transportation have to be less than $50. One of my favorite parts about the subway stations in China is a lot of them lead to underground malls. It's like a subterranean shopping extravaganza. Like, to think about it, above us right now, the whole city's just walking, going about their day, and we're below them in some spectacular mall. And it just blows my mind sometimes because the whole world's existing above us.
Look at all them fucking.
Time to pick the kids up from school. You even have to beep the kids in and out, and it's an electronic system. That's for my son. That's for my daughter. Come here. It's really not that expensive to raise kids here. Per semester, 6 months, including food. For both kids, we paid like $300. He played with you a lot of times? Is he Ultraman? As a father, I think my mental health living in China was a lot better, simply because I don't have to worry about things like school shootings, for instance, or my children being kidnapped from the park. My kids, they're growing up not bilingual, but trilingual. My wife speaks French with them, I speak English with them, and they're going to school learning Mandarin all day. My wife doesn't work, she's a stay-at-home mom. When I went to see what the schools were giving to my children for food, I had to film a TikTok video on it. I was like, this is crazy. Like, this is what America should be doing. I had never left America until I was like 26 or 27 years old. Red, white, and blue my whole life, man. But there was a certain time where I was like, I really want to see what's out there. 对, 两个拉一个不拉. 两个拉一个不拉. 对. I wanted to teach English overseas, so I ended up in Shenzhen, China. During COVID, I got locked out of the country because, you know, the whole world shut down, and I ended up in Tahiti. Hey, that's where my wife is from. 有没有西瓜吗? And 2 babies came along. Yeah. All right. And we moved back to Shenzhen in June of 2025, and we plan to stay here for the foreseeable
car
future.
driving itself.
Yep.
Driverless taxi. That's barely over $1.
Yeah, you're never gonna drive anywhere again, buddy.
Hey, ni hao. I like to get me a coconut water every day, but here I could pay with my hands. Use the biometrics on your handprint, and I don't need a wallet, I don't need a phone, and it's paid. I can take it. Just yeah. With my teaching job in China, I was making around 4,000 American dollars a month. So now in China, I'm a marketing manager. My base pay is around $3,500 a month, but with my TikTok and Instagram, which will easily put me over $4,500 a month living here. Well, this is my apartment in Shenzhen, China. Start with the biometrics. I don't need a key. I could just use my thumbprint and come on in.
Thank God.
Welcome. This is a 3-bedroom apartment, roughly around 1,000 American dollars a month, but it's in a pretty good part of the city. You can get much cheaper than this. Here's the kitchen. Not very big. Don't drink the tap water. Always boil it. Boil all the water here. Now this is the living room. It's nice, spacious. Here's the balcony. Pretty good view. A little cloudy today, but not bad. And this is the 3rd bedroom. It was supposed to be an office, but kids always win, so now it's a toy room. So this is where the kids play. We only have 1 bathroom, 4 people sharing it, so it gets a little crazy. But here it is, kids' room. Just enough to put both the beds for both the kids. This is our room, though, me and my wife's. Also, not a bad view. Big old open window. My Wi-Fi every month is roughly around 29 American dollars, and my electricity is close to $100.
That's
for the healthcare. I pay $90 a month, and that includes my 2 kids. The most convenient parts of life here is the delivery services. Anything can be delivered to your house within 15 minutes. We're talking about a phone charger, shampoo for your shower,
15
or a
minutes.
meal. And I just
Isn't
order
that
whatever
convenient?
I want.
So
When the
glad
delivery
I'm
driver
not
gets
out.
here, he'll call me, and I'll just tell him to put it in the robot.
Hey,
Puts it in the
R2D2.
robot, and the robot takes it to my door. My robot's here. All right. Scooters, 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 scooters everywhere. It's a scooter paradise, man. They're flying everywhere. They don't abide by any traffic laws. They go on the sidewalks. They go on
And
the
that
road.
lady
They
was
go down the
complaining.
wrong side of the road. They go
I know, right?
sideways on the sidewalks. I've been hit by like 4 of them. Incredibly dangerous. And it's one of the things that frustrates me the most about
TikTok
living in a
video.
big city in China. In China, there is no concept of personal space. A lot of the times when you walk by the schools, the children, they'll say, Lawai or Wai Guoren. It's like a foreigner, but you hear it all the time. So it's like some of the first words you learn. Lawai and Wai Guoren.
Honky. White boy, white boy.
I think it's more a curiosity thing because they don't see many foreigners. So when they see you, Lawai, Wai Guoren. I speak a little bit of Mandarin. I need it for daily life, simple conversational, but I'm not fluent. 什么时候你过来深圳吗？
5年呢。
5年。Oh, 5 years, cool. 你喜欢深圳吗？
还比较喜欢吧。
Wall.
I don't, they got really nice little shit and everything else like that. And it's low cost of weed. But you know what? They don't have no weed. So I don't think
Yeah.
it's compatible
Yeah.
with my lifestyle.
They don't have a lot of things, probably. This
No.
is just one little video.
Not for me.
But I think this is actually this is definitely propaganda to get people on board with these 15
Oh, for
minutes.
sure. Yeah.
100%.
He's an agent for sure.
Sure. Why else would he be living in communist China, right?
They have all the same exact problems that we. Well, I'm not saying same exact problems. I'm saying that wrong. It's not like you can just go there and say, okay, yeah, I don't want to pay taxes. I don't need what do you call it? I don't need plates on the car. They'll arrest you immediately.
Yeah.
Why is it
Or
everywhere you go they say don't drink the tap water? Isn't that hilarious?
Well, the building he lives in is made out of tofu and concrete. So won't be
But-
long before it falls apart or breaks in half. Or,
But sincerely though, right?
We
Like,
don't need
everywhere
you no
go.
more. You ramen noodle.
while they're out there scooping the gutter oil out to cook your food in. No thanks, I'll pass.
All hail Walmart.
But Daddy, can we have some puppy McNuggets?
Mart.
Oh God.
So
You're
you can
having
get the
fucking
whole
weird.
chicken for $5. You can get a whole crate of eggs for about $2.50. It's the biggest beer I've ever seen. That's a beer. Like, dang, dude. Gotta get some nuts. That's healthy. That's only $2 for these. It's all that chicken in there. It's only $1. It's on discount right now.
Not really chicken.
Sort of apple juice.
Juice?
$1. I'm gonna get that. Month by month with the groceries and eating for a family of 4, it can vary. So if I go to the Walmart here in China, I can literally fill up the entire grocery cart from bottom to top for $100 American dollars.
Fuck you.
Before you romanticize moving to China, you have to realize it's not an immigration country. And if you overstay your visa here, you will be caught and you will be deported.
No way.
Oh, come on. It's not, how
Man.
could they?
I love this city. Moving to China was
racist.
probably the best thing that ever happened to me. I met my wife. I had kids. I never planned on being a father. I think if I would have never moved and I would have stayed in America, I would be living a much different life and probably not a life that I'm proud of. I would love to stay in China forever. You never know where life's going to take.
He just admitted he needs to be controlled.
Yeah, he was probably a pedo. That's why he's there.
I just come up with a cool Chinese commercial thing to get people to move to China. China is for incels. Move to China.
It's like Virginia is for lovers.
But if all the stars align perfectly, I'll be here forever. In Shenzhen.
Sounds like you are having a conversation with your friend. Yeah. If there's anything else you need help with or want to talk about,
I would just swear at that robot.
All right, I will. Thank you for the kind word.
Just give me my fucking coffee already.
Yeah,
Right? It's like, I don't want to be your friend. The thing's sitting there going, you can talk to me if you want to. It's like, I don't really want to talk to a fucking soda machine, dude. What's up?
So, Day Trooper said in China they don't have ice, but instead they have rice.
Oh my God, that's the Republic's immigration and customs.
Rice Krispies.
Scotty said, "Oh man, he's got a life sentence."
This is what I shared the other day. I should show that. That's funny as hell. It's on. I put it on Facebook. Where was that? It was right along these lines. I gotta show this.
Here is your cream of some young guy.
There's another thing I found that was kind of crazy. Let me see.
Bad pups called them vanilla rice.
Yeah, so.
Oh, what did I do with it?
Oh my God.
I might have just saved it and shared it. Maybe I did. Let me see. I don't see it on my page. Let's see. I probably sent it to Ryan.
He break wall. He need to go.
This one?
No thing
No,
for you.
I know. I posted it. It was a Chinese dude with a mullet, and it said meat roast.
Yeah, because ours are a problem.
Yeah, it was meat roast. I don't know what I done with it. It's probably on my phone. Oh, here you go. This guy, he's down with it. He's down with the sickness. Oh shit! I did that again. See?
I'm sorry. I have breaking news also.
What's that?
The pizza index.
Yeah.
First time ever in the pizza index's history.
Yeah.
They're at DOCON 1.
No way. Over what?
God.
I don't know. It says maximum readiness.
They turn the fags loose.
Let's see.
Ladybugs on the prowl.
First time ever.
Dang, how often do you watch that thing?
I'm wondering, is this the Iran thing? Is this the Iran thing kicking off? You reckon?
Oh no.
Pizzato Pizza seems to be quite active right now. Trying to see what it would be over.
We in trouble.
Trump orders federal review of AI model released by May 31st. Well, Andrea Martelli, I'm just trying to.
Nothing.
Is there any reason for it? Did they give us any reason?
Could be that. It could be Ukraine also. Ukraine has got a lot of shit going on this week too.
Says something might happen. U.S. strike on Cuba by December 31st. Polymarket has that at 49%.
Oh, thank God you can bet on something like that.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that special? Fucking assholes. I swear to God. And here they are. This is who we need to get rid of. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Seeing these dumbass kikes like Ben Shapiro and Randy Fine laugh in the face of right-wingers after they just bought Thomas Massey's congressional district in Kentucky with Trump acting as their lapdog is exactly fucking why we need a demon king in 2028. All our enemies have done this entire administration is just take endless W's. Jews have freed their scummy ass friends from prison like Joseph Schwartz. They've gotten a regional war against their greatest enemy, Iran. They're over here getting $1 million settlements with all of these universities for anti-Semitism. They're sending police officers to people's houses for anti-Semitism. And all the fucking while, they just bought a congressional district in your fucking face. And they're like, haha, you can't do shit about it. And the left is just as up. The left just danced all over fucking Charlie Kirk's grave, and they were begging for more killings. They got their democratic socialists in New York through Mamdani. They're over here, and they completely ended all of Trump's deportation efforts in Minneapolis. Trump walked away with his tail in between his fucking legs. The left has their czars. The Jews have Netanyahu and Trump, who is their revolutionary. The left has AOC, Newsom, Kamala. They have all their demons ready to go. Our enemies have ambitions to build and destroy empires. The Jews want Iran gone so they can have their greater Israel. The left wants the American empire to be completely burned to ash so they can have their multicultural, borderless hellscape. But on the right wing, what do we have? The best we got is the average right winger who's happy he can just see people yell nigger on reels now. And he's like, oh, well, maybe we could get Rubio or Vance or Tucker Carlson or Thomas Massey in there. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Our enemies have destroyed moderate conservatism. It's fucking dead. MAGA is dead. It's an authoritarian or nothing. It's a dictator or nothing. It's a fucking revolution in 2028 or nothing.
I agree. I think it needs to go before that.
I also have breaking news. Bambi watched 2026. Bambi has left the porch.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Mom must have came back and got him. It's dark out, so it calmed down.
See, now if you were smart, you could have cut out the recorded the sound and played it so it comes back, and now you could have had some food for the next month and a half.
Put a little recording out of it. I can't do that. I'm ethical, unlike that other lady in the street.
Oh my God! That fucking woman.
She would have went out there and told the deer to shut up.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Get off of shitting all over my lawn.
Why are you on my lawn? Stupid deer.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna put that.
But the bunnies remain. The bunnies aren't going anywhere. They're here to stay.
No, I see them. I see them all the time. The turkeys should be around in a little while. I got a video from last year from the turkeys. I woke up and I'm like, let me go splash some water on my face. And I went and looking and glanced out the window, and the entire backyard is covered in turkeys. And I was like, oh, dinner.
Turkey sounds good, actually.
All right, now I
wish I had one to smoke right now. But they only come around during Thanksgiving for whatever reason.
They must be hard to light.
What's that?
I said they must be hard to light up.
I just don't understand why they only come around during Thanksgiving. Like you'd think that'd be the worst time to come around for a turkey.
Get it smoked turkey.
I love smoked turkey. I got a pretty good recipe for that.
We know your weakness, Cubby.
I know, right?
Deep fried, yeah.
No, smoked, man.
All right, now I can
social credit score. What you talking about, Lewis?
Your little friend.
Oh, I forgot.
Can while we're in a lull right now, can we get a Sov hip report?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot better today, man. It's really doing good. I should be great by the end of the week. I'm sure of it.
You'll be twerking again?
Yeah, I'm gonna at least try, and I'll do it on camera too, because that's just
be at the gay bars in no time.
Yeah, I'll be up there with the pizza report.
SovCon 1.
Hang on, I
gotta Sov index.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to make a website for it. We got the Sov index.
Fuzzy said the Sov hip report.
There's the deer that was on Cubby's porch. Check this out.
Wow. Yeah, he's a baby.
I'll be darned if I didn't wake up today and find Bambi chilling on my front porch. How you doing, little guy?
Throw him a carrot or something.
93 cents. No, I'm be hanging out in the city. Too many crazies around here.
Nah, you don't feed them.
Yeah, it's a little baby.
You just leave them alone. Let the mom come get them. Hopefully, if the mom's still around, I'm assuming so. But
that's why he's making the noises, Call it.
I swear, when he made that noise when I walked out, it sounded like "Mom." That's almost exactly what it sounded
Oh,
like.
dude!
It was,
One night, I heard something that sounded like a baby, like somebody screaming in pain. Ah! What the fuck is going on? So I'm looking well by the window. I hear it. It's over on the side over here, on the side of the property, probably 400 or 500 feet away. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So like a dildo, you know, I'm like, let me go get the flashlight. Like I shouldn't go outside. So like I grab the shoddy, I go walk around the back. There's 2 raccoons fucking on the side of my house.
Oh God.
Like, get the hell out of here, you little shit. Like cooking flesh. Gotta go running out into the woods.
I had a similar experience. I was delivering a paper on a Sunday morning, and that was, man, I remember that was cold as shit. And the Sunday paper was always way heavier than the regular, way thicker. It was like doing your paper route with twice as many papers. And you just had this bag that strapped on you that you carried them in. Anyway, I was out there. It was early in the morning. I'm hearing what I thought sounded like a baby crying. I was like, where in the fuck is that coming from? Somebody's left a baby out here in this cold. And I followed the sound and I walked around the side of his house and it was 2 cats fucking. And I was like, oh, sorry. And it scared them and they ran off. And
sorry. Excuse me.
Like, I didn't know it sounded like that. Wow. That's no.
We're talking about raccoons fucking and Roger shows up.
Right.
Go figure.
Oh, this is cat.
Right on cue, man. Right on cue. I'm giving you the bus report. I'm doing the same thing I did last time. From RTD's best. Yeah.
Sound like a little kid.
How's the bus, Roger? Is it clean? Is there any problems?
No,
on the bus?
it's spotless, actually, if you really want to know the truth. It's weird. The buses here in Denver are really, really clean. Yeah.
That's because they clean it. They have a crew there at the station that cleans up the junkie puke and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
shell casings and whatnot.
Cleans all the piss out of there.
Yeah.
Sprays it with Lysol.
I had a tweaker come on there when I was on last time, and he was back there talking to himself about something. He started talking to me and shouting across the damn bus. I don't know what he was on about.
You should have asked him.
Yep.
You should have asked him about gravity.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I would have got an earful. Positive.
Next time, turn the camera on and ask him about the Foucault's pendulum. What does he know?
They may have one here in Denver. I gotta find it.
The more you dig it, you pull at that fucking gravity thread, the worse it gets. I'm serious, man. These people, they really cannot get it. They can't get it, man. It's just like the more you pull at the threads, and I'm like, mass attracts mass. That's a myth. No, it doesn't. So why would something, just because it exists, where's it getting the energy to create a force from? Well, it's a fundamental force. Yeah, but we can trace the energy source of fundamental forces. What the fuck are you talking about? How is it generating energy to create a force? And then they have to. They have no choice. They have no choice but to go to their space-time bullshit, which is even worse.
Oh yeah, me and D-Man did a show on Einstein space-time bending, didn't we?
Dumb as shit.
We had a good laugh.
I believe in time. I believe in time travel. I want to make this official. You travel and it takes time.
Okay. I dig that.
Sounds legit.
Well, they say nothing's faster than the speed of light. But if I videotape me turning on a light and then play it at fast forward, doesn't I just do that? Didn't I just break light speed?
Sounds about right. If you believe in science.
Right. That's what I'm saying. See, there's a little bullshit that they can't get their heads around. I don't know how people don't have thoughts like that. You know, I mean, I'm all the time, those types of thoughts come to my head. I'm like, wait a second, nothing can go faster than the speed of light. But if I recorded light being emitted, turned it on, you know, there's the speed of light, but then I play it at fast forward, didn't I just make something go faster than the speed of light? Of course I did.
Not everybody can be a playable character.
Yeah, right. Come on, y'all, develop an internal dialogue somehow. Jesus Christ, I can't be out here alone like this.
There was a huge surge in turnout, by the way, if what I'm seeing online is true. They had some 20,000 more voters, Andrew, I think, than they had the last time around. Some people, you know, it being the Republican Party, are crying foul about that, right? Like that, those numbers don't add up. That's too suspicious. Why are those numbers so off? In 2020, they had 84,000 votes come out for the race between Massey and his challenger. Then Massey crushed it there, 68,000 to 16. In 2020, they had 66,000 votes. 2024, 52,000 votes. And yesterday, they had 104,000 votes.
What?
Gallrain winning by 57,000 in the last count, and Massey 47,000. So I'm not sure why we had so many more votes here in a non-presidential election year, but this race had $32 million spent on it, so I'm going to put my money on that.
That would be my, that's the Occam's razor, right? I mean, you spend that kind of money and you make it this important. You have the president out there talking about it. That drives people to the polls. I mean, it wasn't close. It was 54 to 45%. So
there wasn't no fucking people went to the polls. They cheated with mail-in ballots. Again. Again. Okay, that's what they did. And they did it accordingly as the election was happening. Oh, he's up by this amount? Okay, add this many more fucking mail-in ballots. Blind man can fucking see it. Christ.
Thanks, Jaime.
What is it?
I said, thanks, Jaime.
Jaime. Yeah, right? Jews didn't invent any of these companies. They hijacked them to control your mind. Oh, yeah, check this out. This is a pretty good little list. You guys might enjoy this. Pay attention.
You got the soundtrack for this?
Yeah. It's on iTunes.
Keep spending all my life trapped in a Jewish paradise.
My. No, they don't control media. They don't control
No,
anything.
not at all.
No. It isn't for a set agenda at all, because everybody knows how loyal Jews are. They've always been known for assimilating to a culture and being loyal
Absolutely.
to it, right?
I mean,
yeah.
They would never smash the face of a Jesus statue or
No.
remove rocks in the sign of a cross or
No.
cheer on children being bombed. No, never.
Saying that is antiseptic too. So
Absolutely. Even just acknowledging that how dare I? I should go on TikTok and say something positive.
I mean, look at this. Look at this obvious anti-Semite. Listen to what he says.
Are we ready to ride yet, guys? Thomas Massey, and mind you, I don't believe in any of the politicians. I think they're all crooks. I think that they've all been in the snake pit, and they at very least know of the war crimes, know of the money laundering, knowing of these children being disappearing all around the country and the world. Okay, that being said, face value, Thomas Massey was the last known representative to be against the Epstein list, be against all these predators in our government and the agencies backing and supporting and defending them. Okay, and he was also against Israel and these foreign lobbyists being in our government, and he wanted to get America set back on a straight path. So let me tell you what just happened, folks. What just happened in Kentucky was our government flat out said, we are going to allow you to see how we operate. They allowed us to watch Israel buy out Thomas Massey's seat, not even hiding it, okay? And so what they're saying to us is that, yeah, we told you we're pedophiles and predators. We do all this heinous crap across the world and in our country to your own children. And we are building our fantasy league of people from all across the world, because they're bringing in people from all across the world that are willing to be complicit in the most heinous shit that they're preparing to do to us. Guys, they're preparing for us. That ballroom isn't a ballroom. It's a fucking bunker. They know that we're thinking the way that we are. They're paying attention to social media. These people just flat out, though, brodied us and said, we know you know what we are. We are lining our fantasy league. What are you going to do about it? They once again pulled a, hey, we're pedophiles. What are you going to fucking do about it? And once again, people were just talking about it, myself included. Guys, I don't know. I'm not comfortable waking up every day and thinking about going to work or fucking trying to build the white picket fence. We have a fucking problem on our hands that none of that shit's going to matter in the next couple of fucking years. What the fuck are you guys thinking? Seriously, wake the fuck up. Whether you guys like it or not, voting's not getting us out of this. That's not fear-mongering. That's, again, not a bullshit take. That is the facts of this matter. No matter Democrat, Republican, conservative, fucking a butterfly, it doesn't matter. All of us need to set our differences aside and realize that there is a group of fucking people that are legitimate Zionists that want to control the world and are playing everybody's brains like a fiddle while they secure the padlocks on the gates that they're closing around us. It's not a joke. They're just playing on the docileness and the fucking stupidity of everybody. And the one, everybody deep down is like, all right, Superman come, something sort his way out. Not happening. It's up to us, guys. Put on your big boy pants, big girl pants. Let's fucking go. We are all we have left. Peace.
I don't disagree. So here's a cool thing that happened. This guy, Luke Akins, jumped from 7,620 meters. I think that's 25,000 feet. Let me just look real quick because I figured it out with my unit calculator. Come on. There it is. God damn it.
Guys, I got to work in the morning. I got to run.
27. All right. Good night, D-Man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Let's see everybody in chat. We'll see you guys in the next one. See you on the street.
20 meters is how many feet? 25,000 feet. Yeah, 25,000 feet. okay, where there's almost no oxygen at all, without a parachute, land on a net setup spanning 30 by 30 meters without his parachute. The only person in history to jump from an airplane without any flight equipment and land without any equipment. You got to be crazy as a fucking loon to do that shit. Check this out.
They're off. Now he's practicing the flip. That's how he'll have to land. He'll have to land on his back. At 18,000 feet, the oxygen mask will come off. That will be from his cousin, Andy Farrington, who will be closest to him.
Spraying gravity all over the place.
There goes the oxygen mask. Now at 12,000 feet, he'll hear a beep in his helmet. That will tell him he's halfway home.
Chemtrails.
Sit on that. Hey, wait.
Momentarily, we'll see his jump team pull their chutes, and that means Luke
Wearing that same
is all
outfit
alone for the rest of the way.
is that break dancer.
At 6,000 feet, he'll get another beep in his
Ray
helmet.
gun.
Yeah, ray gun. Looks like ray guns moves too.
Kind of have a big brown spot in the back when he gets done.
See
There
if
goes the
shit
chutes.
coming out of it.
Luke is on his own.
You're on your own, buddy.
Oh shit! Look at this.
And the crowd on the ground looking up, they have a visual on him right now.
Don't worry, Artemis can do it. You
He's
can do
in.
it.
And he's kicking and moving.
Who gets the invitations of that?
From here, it looked perfect. You've just witnessed history being made.
That was fucked up, man. There is no way. What if he missed, man? Would they still put the video out, do you think?
Yeah. Kind of have to have a death wish or something. Right? It's like those people that walk across like the Grand Canyon and shit on tightrope with nothing. It's like, okay.
That's
just
fucking
have
crazy.
Yeah. It's fake. Disagreeable says it's fake.
Disagreeable says it's fake. Okay.
Yeah, some of those Red Bull people are crazy too. Those high jumpers that dive into the water and stuff. That ain't fake. If it is, I guess they're doing a good job. But
That's virtually suicidal in my head. Why would you jump into a net from that high up? That's just nuts.
that's what I'm saying. You gotta have kind of a death wish to do something like that, wouldn't you?
Right.
You only get one try.
And I'll tell you what, that something, if you was going to do something like that and you thought that you was going to be all cool doing it, there'd have to be some kind of a reward involved with that, more than just, hey, we got it on videotape. No. I want lots of fucking money or something.
It's a presidential medal of freedom.
Yeah, well, no, I don't want that. I'm like a lifetime free donuts, or some shit at least.
Krispy Kreme your pants.
I'd have left a fucking streak of shit looking trail. That's what the acceleration came from.
Your butthole would be your new mouth.
I'll tell you, it's the best one. I guess this one cracks up people, but I'm so used to saying it. I was like, man, it scared me so bad you couldn't drive a needle up my ass with a hammer.
That would be a situation for sure. For everyone.
Yeah, that's it.
Declare war on Israel. I would cut off, I mean, at a minimum, I would cut off all foreign aid. I would let Iran have free will to do what they want with Israel. I would kind of let the problem probably take care of itself, to be honest, because if we stop defending Israel, I think they would get what they deserve. They have been persecuting these Palestinians. They've been operating apartheid. They've attacked all their neighbors. I mean, they bombed 7 countries in a year. They continue to just have unprovoked aggression. I mean, they are a total terrorist nation. I just don't understand how they're not qualified as a terrorist nation. They have nukes. They acquired them illegally. They refused to sign the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, and they said that they would just kill everybody if they feel threatened. So, please tell me, Alex, how does that not make them the greatest terrorist threat to the world today?
There's a reason they're letting us say this.
I mean, there ain't no way. Clearly, that guy's not getting in. They just showed that with the whole Massey thing. That's if Massey didn't get in, he's not getting in either. It didn't matter if they got in or didn't either way.
No, that's what I'm saying, man. It's sort of like Mr. Smith would never go to Washington. Okay, that whole idea of that is no. Nobody that wants to get in there and actually do right is going to be in position, because it's not about that at all. That's just a belief that these people out here think. Okay. What it actually is organized crime. And I'll tell you, this is what gets me too, is people go up and ask one of these fucking assholes a question, and they treat them as though they are beneath them. They treat the person asking them the question, it's like, hey, fuckstick, you work for that person.
Yeah, you're supposed to represent me, I thought.
Yeah, you're working for that person, okay? You don't just you didn't get elevated to some kind of a fucking title of nobility or anything like that, okay? You're a servant of the people. You don't talk to your fucking master that way. Do you understand? Somebody needs to tell that fucking orange blob that shit too. Who the fuck do you think you are? You gotten way above your fucking pay grade, buddy.
Yeah. You can't get in without being compromised either. It doesn't matter. So, even if you supposedly got in the club, then we already know that you've been compromising some way or another. So you ain't gonna enact any of the things that you claim that you're gonna enact once you get in there anyhow.
Bust out the Legos, eh? Yeah, there's probably one here in this little batch. We'll see. You be nice and we'll have it, maybe. We'll see. You can't have any pudding unless you eat your meat. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Sends to Peter Thiel, Brexit, just the beginning. Peter Thiel responds, of what? And Epstein goes, return to tribalism, counter to globalization, amazing new alliances. You and I both agreed 0 interest rates were too high. And as I said in your office, finding things on their way to collapse was much easier than finding the next bargain. This is where the whole bankers profiteering off of war, and obviously Peter Thiel is not a banker. Jeffrey worked in finance for bankers and stuff, but like they're from the banker class, if you will. This is where I look at that and go, well, here you go. I've never seen you so speechless this much.
I feel bad that I'm so shocked. It's so sickening. I didn't realize it was this deep. These are people that are still running the country.
Yes.
They're running the economy.
Yeah, that's another thing they don't want being revealed in the Epstein. It ain't just the fucking kitty diddling.
Dude.
It's all this shit. This guy was like some kind of an evil fucking dude on an island with other evil dudes plotting against the world. Like right out of some kind of a fucking James Bond movie or something,
Yeah, I know. And I everybody always says it's like these people are all actors, and I'm not disagreeing with you. But what I'm saying is I don't want to watch this movie anymore. And all these actors seem to be determining the outcome of your everyday lifestyle, which is the bad part of it all. You know, we need a new cast of characters or something. Well, we don't. Don't get me wrong there. We don't need to replace government with government, but I'm just saying we need to get rid of these characters is what I should have said.
Oh, fucking A right, man. Fucking A right. It's like, I don't know how people don't get it. It's like, hey, here's some fucking random dudes that we picked for you to choose from.
Yeah.
I don't want you picking people for me, man. You've been doing a shitty job now for the last God knows how long. Okay. We don't want that. We don't want that. We need somebody who's going to be fucking right. And if we can't find them, guess what? Then we don't really need them because they're not really representing us anyways. In fact, you know what? We don't want to be part of your fucking nation anymore because you suck. Now, there's where it starts right there. We don't want to be part of this. This isn't what we signed up for. Fuck you. We quit. And each state needs to do that. Each county needs to do that. Each town needs to do that. Each individual needs to do that. I fucking quit.
Self-governance. That's what we need, basically, when it comes.
I've relied on self-governance my whole life.
Yeah.
Okay? I've never created a victim. Okay? I've never done a crime. Okay? I just do my fucking thing and I leave other people the fuck alone. It's real simple. It's not hard to do, man. It really isn't. Unless you're an animal, you can't control your base instincts and needs to be threatened to behave yourself at the barrel of a gun. Well, that's a whole nother story. You go ahead and have that then. I don't want it. I don't need it.
So I know a few of those personally. Here and there. Animals, that is. There are people out there that do need to be policed.
Where's that come from, though? Comes from a mindset. They only believe it's wrong. They believe it's wrong if they get caught. It's only wrong if they get caught.
The compass isn't there. Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't work.
But if you have the freedom to exact justice when crime is being perpetrated against you, then that will be quickly resolved.
Yeah.
Like the right to bear arms, stuff like that. You know,
well,
you can carry a
somebody comes up to fucking rob you or do harm to you, you shoot the fucking guy.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Stand your ground now.
I mean, that's how it works, man. You know, this thing about protecting everybody from their own goddamn actions is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I don't want to have to do something like that, but if you've got the wherewithal to come after me want to turn me into a victim, commit loss, injury, or harm against me, then I'm going to defend myself in any way fucking possible.
Elder Bear, you're not welcome here anymore, by the way. You're the only person I've ever timed out to date. And since you were talking about hacking Roger's channel, you're no longer welcome here, bud. Sorry.
Did you ban
I can't see the chat.
Did you ban him?
Yeah. Well, I had 24 hours. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get rid of him for good.
I can ban him completely forever and ever. There they go.
There you go. He's just looking for drama. That's all he's here for.
You're the only person that's breached TOS, in my opinion. So, see ya, bud.
Yeah. What an ass hat. Anyway.
There's three women, Nancy Mace, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Lauren Boebert, who signed their names on that discharge petition and all suffered. Marjorie practically gave up her political career over this.
Yes, she did.
She and her children got death threats over this. Not from the left, from the right. And
she went to President Trump and said, one of my children is getting death threats. And he said, that's your fault.
Yeah, despicable. He also told her that if she insisted on following through with this, she was going to hurt his friends. She told me the day he told her that.
Hurt whose friends?
The President Trump's friends, his friends. And I suppose some of them have been hurt. Howard Lutnick was shown to be a bald-faced liar, right? Yeah. And it turns out that John Paulson, one of the 3 billionaires who've put money into MAGA Kentucky, was in Epstein's phone book, but also was implicated in these files as doing a fundraiser and reaching out to Jeffrey Epstein to get money from him to honor Howard Lutnick. My hat's off to Marjorie for taking on those threats. Lauren Boebert, they took her over to the Situation Room, right? Like, this is where, if they're trying to kill or capture Osama bin Laden, this is where they are at the White House. They took her into the Situation Room and tried to whip her into taking her name off of the discharge petition.
Over Epstein.
Over Epstein, yep. And then the president vetoed a bill that would have brought water to a large portion of Colorado. Like,
over Epstein.
Over Epstein. And this isn't even, at this point, it's not just about Lauren Boebert. Why are people in Colorado deprived of water? Because their representative wants to expose a sex trafficking ring.
I mean, none of this makes any sense at all because it's a losing issue for Trump. But when it comes to Epstein, it's like, no. And it does raise questions about, like, how did Epstein die and who signed off on that? And why was Epstein rearrested, actually, for crimes he'd already been convicted of and brought back from France to the United States and then gets murdered in prison less than 2 months later? Like, what is that?
The people who are funding the ballroom, the people who are funding the Arch, the people who are funding the rebranding of the Kennedy Center, these are the people who are also funding my opponent. These are the people who have the ear of the president. These are the people who are dominating our foreign policy decisions. They're the billionaires. And these are also the same people who are in the Epstein files by large part, or their friends are. Their social.
I just want to say stop. And I want everyone to just stop and rewind the tape when you said that. Okay, maybe just answer the question.
I think I did. I tried to answer the question.
Wow. You just kind of put it right out there, didn't you?
Uh-huh. So the billionaires are forcing Trump to do what they want him to do, or the you-know-whos.
Well, yeah. I mean, they all just happen to be, dual citizens and international Jews and Miriam Adelson, and come on, man. With a regular cast of characters. Your government is fucking occupied. They got this little orange puppet in there who is just doing whatever they tell him to do, no matter how devastating it is to his reputation. No, I think it's a sort of a humiliation ritual going on as well. I'll make this dog do whatever despite how it makes him look, because he's really looking bad. I mean, not just physically, I mean, just his actions and the things that he says. I don't care about the economic condition of the American people. I don't even think about that.
The big problem I have is getting rid of Trump doesn't fix the problem.
No,
it just
we gotta get rid
continues
of the
on.
whole thing. That's what I'm saying, man. The whole thing's got to go. I mean, if they go to where they brought into a skiff to try to browbeat her into taking her name off that discharge list, that's what the fuck is going on there, man? That's mobster shit right there. What are they going to do? Beat her with a fucking phone book? I mean, good Lord. All right, Fuzzy, I got to say, was it Fuzzy asking about who was asking about somebody was wanting a fucking Lego movie.
I think it was Mr. Super.
It might have been, but I have a few people in here that always want to see it. This isn't Lego, but it's animated. So
By request only.
Right.
Oh man, no Lego. I wanted to see Lego.
Sugar daddy of Tel Aviv, helping the billionaire robber receive. But Bibi's a bunker bitch and a thief, packing the money before they leave. Daddy's a sugar daddy signing every single check, while the American citizen is a financial wreck. No, I'm a stable genius, but the matrix has a glitch. Now you're just a puppet for a basement bunker bitch. Your cash machine is broken and the numbers never lie. The Red Sea is a trap and your free lunch is gonna die. The Houthi blocked the water, now you're freezing in the cold. The Zionist circus is a scam that's getting old. Every gallon at $5 is a certified crime. You're running out of money and you're running out of time. Johnny's a sugar daddy of Tel Aviv. receive. But Bibby's a bunker bitch and a thief, packing the money before they leave. An Epstein Club member with an orange plastic head, printing fake paper money just to feed the war bed. 174 billion straight down the toilet drain, while the ambulance is stalling in the cold and the rain. Era 404, America's spine is not found, while 13 more soldiers are put in the ground. Transaction decline, check your corrupt account. BB's on his knees crying at the total amount. No medicine for children, no diesel in the tank, just a brain dead pedo puppet saving Bibby's private bank. Downey's a sugar daddy of Tel Aviv, helping the billionaire robber receive. But Bibby's a bunker bitch and a thief, packing the money before they leave. The petrodollar is a ghost buried deep in the sand. Pat and Matt are fighting over a ruined land. Who shipments frozen, the economy is sick. The war pimp is desperate, looking for a trick. Your membership to the New World Order is suspended. Go back to your hole, the clown show is ended. Please update your brain or you're going straight to jail. The sugar daddy's bankrupt and the empire is for sale. But I'm the main character. Donnie? Not anymore. Piggy!
BB, did you cancel the card? Tell me.
I had to.
BB, the Big Mac prices went up. It's a total disaster.
You trade my empire for a burger! Donnie's a sugar daddy of Tel Aviv, helping the billionaire robbery scene. Baby's a bunker bitch and a thief, packing the money before they leave.
Honestly, the service was terrible. 1 star on the App Store.
Shut up, Donnie! Just grab the bicycle and pedal!
Hey, BB, do you have gas for the bicycle?
It's a bicycle, you absolute pig!
Thought we were on the Minecraft.
Well, they did a Minecraft. They're doing Disney. They're doing like I don't know, trying everything.
Awesome Town Matt said he watched the Apprentice movie. Did you actually see that? Yeah.
Yes, I did. I watched it.
Oh, you did watch it?
Yeah, it was pretty enlightening. Kind of gives you an idea as to where he gets all this way he acts, you know. Never admit defeat. Always attack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this fucking guy is the embodiment of that shit.
Can you find it on YouTube?
What did you think about that? Or his mentor is about ready to die, and he gives him
Roy.
He gives him those cufflinks, and then Ivana tells him, says it's not silver, it's pewter, and that's cubic zirconium.
Mm.
You know, and here's this dude, big lavish lifestyle and everything, and he's just a fucking fraud, a liar about every goddamn thing he does. Hyperbolic.
You talking about that movie, Roger? It's on Tubi and Prime.
Can you find it on YouTube?
I haven't watched it, but what? It's on
No, I don't
Tubi
have
and
that kind
Prime.
of stuff. I just got YouTube and.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
you-
Tubi's
I
free.
got
Tubi's
Yeah, Tubi's free if you can just get the app or whatever.
Cool. Well, that's
Do you have
easy.
hold on? Do you have a smart TV?
Well, if you can put it
No,
on
I don't
your
have a
laptop.
TV at all.
You can put it on your laptop and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a laptop. Well,
Yeah, you can put Tubi on there.
I'll look. All right.
It's,
And it's free.
pretty good. It's called The Apprentice. Yeah.
You gotta give them your social security number and biometrics, but once you get past that, you're in.
Oh man. Like I'm moving in China.
One step away.
Oh wait. Okay. Now we got True Lego. True Lego. You guys ready?
One
All
step
right.
closer to something more. We can all be reunited again.
There you go. That's
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Ooh.
We can ride the dragon all the way up there to the ISS.
There you go.
Yes.
So here's the actual Lego people thing.
2 for the price of 1.
They were loyal yesterday. Now they running. Yeah. MAGA Exodus, they all breaking out. Candace Tucker, MTG screaming loud. Joe Kent resigned, said this ain't America first. Epstein class in Israel got Trump in a hearse. Candace Owens Flip said he protecting the pedos. Epstein files buried while the kids still screaming no. Tucker on the couch said this war for Israel, bro. Trump sold America first for BB's cash flow. MTG in the house yelling no boots on the sand. They rode for you heavy through the thick and the thin. Now they see the puppet strings and the Epstein sin. Yeah, you gave Israel everything, now you're basing revolt. They watched you bomb Iran while the file stayed locked. Candace calling 25th, Tucker feeling betrayed. MTG talking revolution if more troops get sick that way. Joe Kent said I can't support this war for Tel Aviv. While kids in Gaza dying in a pedo list you won't release. They loved you like a father, now they calling you slave to the same Epstein class that's digging your grave. It was with you through it all. Now they exposing the game. MAGA Exodus, watch your kingdom fall. Candace Tucker, MTG, exposing it all. Joe Kent said enough, the base is done with the lies. Pedophiles in power, sacred to defense never dies. Sacred defense. We see the cracks, MAGA falling apart. Sacred defense.
You guys see what my shirt says?
This is Shorty. I'm not always a dick. Just kidding. Go fuck yourself. Jeez. Alrighty then. Well, see you later.
I like to wear that to my family corner store. It's like, what if my kid reads that? Wow. Congratulations, your kid can read.
Sometimes I'm a Richard.
Oh, yeah, here's where he said that. Said he's very popular in Israel.
I'm right now at 99% in Israel. I could run for prime minister, so maybe after I do this, I'll go to Israel, run for prime minister. I had a poll this morning. I'm 99%, so that's good. But
why would there even be a poll like that? I say you should immediately, since you're only at 36% here in the United States. I think you should resign immediately and go to Tel Aviv and be the prime minister.
Yeah, send them on a Blue Origin flight over
there. Get on over there, catch a few of those missiles. Don't worry about it. The Iron Dome, right, bro?
I'm all for putting them closer to Iran. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Put all these jokers closer to Iran. Seems like a good place for them to go.
Yeah. Because I ran so far away from me. That would be the best.
I like pepperoni.
Iran is arming children? What?
Whoa, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that the president just called off strikes on Iran?
It's Iran.
Shut up. And then right after he called off these strikes, now Iran is arming children right now as we speak. You know, of course, 2 days after the whole fact of them saying they're going to circle Iran.
News alert, the president's been speaking with his national security team after calling off airstrikes at the last second.
How close were you striking Iran?
I was an hour away.
The president's ordered his team to be prepared to bomb at a moment's notice. So it could happen tonight, Friday, whenever.
Up in each of these sort of squares where members of the military there, you can see them with masks on. They're showing people, in this case a woman, basic skills of how to use what I think is an AK-47.
Remember, the news told us months ago that Iran was arming every single citizen in their country, including the little ones. Of course, some stuff from AutoZone just got leaked and they're talking about we're about to face a national oil shortage. So we got the war with Iran, we got the aliens, we got the data centers, we got the mysterious fires. So many struggles. I mean, just pick one. Someone's getting their way, and it's definitely not us. What do you think is first? Let me know in the comments. The alien invasion or the war?
Maybe they'll blow shit up on Memorial Day. You know?
Create some more remembrance.
A lot of crazy shit going on, man.
When he said he was an hour away, was he on their time zone or ours? I was an hour away. He said he was only an hour away from sending out the attack on Iran. Like, is that our time or their time?
Yeah, I don't know. They never do specify that. Does he'll put it on Truth Social because Iran must have a Truth Social account.
Yeah. You know, the war only runs on the weekdays. They take the weekends off, you know. That's how the news cycle works.
What is this? Oh, yeah, this is kind of trippy.
In 1926, they discovered the perfect trap. 40 hours keeps you alive, but too tired to escape. Henry Ford ran the numbers. He tested different work schedules and found the sweet spot. 40 hours. Not because it's optimal for productivity, because it's optimal for control. Let's do the math. 40 hours work, 10 hours commuting, 56 hours sleeping, 14 hours for eating, showering, basic survival. That's 120 hours, leaving you 48 hours of free time. Except you're exhausted. So you spend Saturday recovering from the week and Sunday dreading Monday. Your weekend isn't freedom, it's recovery time, so you can do it again. Monday morning, the alarm goes off and you feel it, that existential dread. 5 days until freedom, 5 days of giving your life away. For what? A paycheck that disappears instantly. Rent, bills, food, loans, nothing left. You want to start that business? Too tired. Learn that skill? Too tired. Build that project? Too tired. That's not an accident. That's the design. If you had energy left over, you'd leave. If you had money left over, you'd build something. If you had time left over, you'd organize. They can't let that happen. So they found the formula. Just enough money to survive, just enough time to not completely break, just enough energy to come back tomorrow, but never enough to escape. And then they tell you, work hard for 45 years, then you can retire. So you do it. You trade your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s for a paycheck. And at 65, you're free. Except your body's broken, your energy's gone. You spent your best years building someone else's dream, and your freedom came too late to use it. The 40-hour work week isn't about productivity, it's about compliance. Keep you tired, keep you poor, keep you busy. Too exhausted to think, too broke to leave, too busy to organize. That's not employment, that's control. And you'll do it for the next 45 years. Unless you break or escape, but you won't because you can't afford to. That's the trap.
Ain't that the fucking truth, bro?
Jerks.
Yeah, well said. I agree, jerks. Fucking asswipes.
What
I'll
else
even
can you
go
say?
as far as to say, goddamn sons of bitches.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, the goddamn sons of bitches. That's a little much. That might be a little much.
Yeah. So we'll edit that in post.
If they ride their bikes on my lawn, though, or their fucking big wheels, then that's another story because it leaves grooves in the lawn. See? Then I got a right to call them little goddamn sons of bitches. See?
Mm-hmm.
Damn kids in your 8-track rock and roll music. Oh, yeah, this is good. This guy, the GOP vice chair, Blake Moore, he says, our Republican priority will always be to put our government ahead of Americans. What? Listen, no shit.
You honor sacrifice not just with words, but with action. And that's where a clear contrast is. Our Republican priority will always be to be putting government ahead of Americans. Our
Put government ahead of Americans. What the fuck is that?
That's the answer.
Where do we get these people? Oh, here's you remember Brooke Shields?
I do. She was one of the original traffickers or traffic kids.
This is wild. She said that Trump asked her out.
That doesn't surprise me. The Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, that no shit. They really had her in some. Well, yeah, people would be asking questions now. But I mean,
doubt.
Some of those jeans commercials and ads she was in, and some of those Vogue spreads she did, those are straight up almost at softcore CP, you know.
Yeah. She's running out of room to pull her mask back.
Yeah, all right. She
Give
was
me the Kim Kardashian.
You showed her titties in the she was nude in that movie Blue Lagoon.
I knew that. I never watched it.
Yeah.
And I don't plan on it.
Oh, it was a big deal back in
I know it was, yeah.
In our day. I remember it was playing at this local theater, and there was 2 movies showing, and the lady at the ticket that was taking the tickets, she was this old lady that owned the theater. And there was only 2 theaters in the whole place, right? And she was like taking tickets from the people that were going to see Blue Lagoon. She was going 2 for the smut. And I was laughing my ass off. We were there to see a different movie. I forget what was playing with it, but I remember that was playing, and it was like, it was R-rated, so you couldn't. I was too young to go in, and yeah, it was R-rated, and so we were at the other movie, but we were, as we were waiting in line to go in one side or the other, she was taking tickets. She's going 2 for whatever movie it was we're seeing, and she's going 2 for the smut. And saying it real loud so that everybody could hear that those people were going to see the smut.
Not enjoying your job, Nancy?
It was funny as fuck, man. Oh, she was the owner of the place, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. What was that experience like? Where was that photo taken?
I can't even speak.
You can't speak? Did he hit on you?
No, but yeah, but he did ask me out later.
Okay.
I didn't go out.
okay.
No. He called me. I was on location doing a movie, and he called me right after he had gotten a divorce and said, I really think we should date because you're America's sweetheart and I'm America's richest man, and the people would love it.
Oh my God, I
This
could
was
hear him
post
saying that.
Ivana. No, post Marla.
Post Marla.
Post Marla. Wow. And your response was?
I have a boyfriend. I really don't think it would be. He's not going to really be happy about it.
That's kind of like in that movie. Did you say you did see it, Cubby?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, so when he was actually trying to hook up with Ivana.
Oh, no. Oh, you're talking about The Apprentice now. Okay.
Yeah, The Apprentice.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one, but yeah.
Oh, he's like, yeah, he told her that. He says, you really got something about you, and why wouldn't you marry me? I'm, America's richest man. I'm good looking.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was using that as like, he doesn't understand what it is. He doesn't understand it. He don't have emotions. You understand? That's the thing. He lacks emotion and empathy.
Yeah.
He thinks that that's like like a part of a business arrangement. Like, you be my arm candy and I'll buy you shit. That will somehow make a successful marriage.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that's not how, do you not understand how anything in a social setting actually works? And he doesn't. This is why he always says the wrong shit, yeah, whatever her name is, Ambassador Ching Chong was here today. I was like, no, that's not her name. Stop. God, you're horrible. Quit.
Yeah.
Don't butt in front of the queen consort. Don't do that. You know, I mean, they're the king's consort. They're shaking hands in a reception line, and you blunder in there like fucking Cousin Eddie from the Vacation movies. Just, oh, what are you doing? You already know those motherfuckers, you know?
Yeah. His whole world revolves around him, and he ain't never stepped outside of it. So,
And the times that he has hasn't been too good for him, because he's got that narcissistic personality that turns people off immediately. I mean, that turns people off immediately.
Yeah.
If you're all about me, and he obviously is, and unabashedly so. Nobody's interested in that.
No, that's why everybody that, anybody that disagrees with them, they're stupid, they're an idiot. Anybody, you can only handle
traitor. You traitor.
Only handle treasonous. You can only handle people that agree with him. Otherwise, it's all or nothing. There's no in between with that guy.
Here's some stuff for some educational purposes only.
So that'd be good.
That'd be great, man. Does anybody who recognizes the girl up top?
Is it Anne Frank?
That is Anne Frank.
They made me read about that lady once.
They did, didn't they? Written in ballpoint pen. Anyway, listen here.
The erased history of the Anne Frank diary. This video is for historical and educational purposes only. Everyone knows the diary of Anne Frank as a true Holocaust story, but what if the book was written after the war to push a bigger agenda? We're talking handwriting changes, ballpoint ink that doesn't exist yet, and court cases to prove it. The dots connect to a fake bestseller. First, let's cover the handwriting changes, right? The diary has two kinds of handwriting. One is neat child's writing. The other is adult cursive with edits and notes. Experts in German courts in 1980 said the adult parts were added later. So Anne Frank died in 1945. Meaning, who wrote the fancy parts? Her dad, Otto Frank, sold the book in 1952. Now think about that timing. Ballpoint ink shows up in the pages. Lab tests in 1980 found it on key sheets. Now the problem is, ballpoint pens weren't sold until 1951, which is 6 years after Anne died. The lab report got buried fast. How did Anne write with a pen from the future when only someone after the war could do that? Otto Frank fought in court for years over money. A writer named Meyer Levin sued him, saying he helped create the story for $50,000. Court papers show Otto paid big to make it a play and book, and New York Times ads called it fiction at first. Basically, the diary changed versions over time: short, long, definitive. Why fix a real diary? This is the hidden lie they protect. A real girl died, don't get me wrong, but the book mixed truth with made-up parts to sell guilt and control history. Otto lived rich off it. Hidden labs, files, and court docs name the forger. The story keeps wars and laws going. Look up the ink test yourself and think to yourself, who really wrote those famous words?
Wasn't Anne Frank.
No. You know how that's not true.
How's that?
Anne Frank had concentration problems.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. ADD.
Hey, Bob, I'm going to jump off and jump on the PC.
All right, brother.
Man.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go on the PC.
Right on, brother.
Later, dude. Or see you in a bit.
Yeah, Auschwitz.
ADD.
Auschwitz deficit disorder.
Whoa,
see how quick that was, guys?
Jesus.
I was like,
that was fast, dude. You must have superpowers and shit.
I know. How did I travel with time like that?
That was too soon. Your voice even changed.
Yeah, I got a real microphone.
You're a real boy.
Oh yeah.
That's what I think about that fucking Duffy character.
Mike Johnson or whatever his name is.
What is that guy? Yeah. Wow. Somebody was on there telling me today on Facebook that they've been to Antarctica and saw the 24-hour sun. I said, "You're a fucking bald-faced liar. You have not." I've been all around the world. I said, "No, you haven't. Shut up." These people in a basement somewhere saying some stupid shit and everything. And I said, and even if he was all around the world, so what? What's that prove? Nothing. You know, I don't care. You have problems. Well, geometrically, and I'm like, I don't care about your geometry. Your geometry doesn't matter when you're saying that there's shit happening that's never been observed to happen ever. Okay, oh, well, look at this sunset. Well, okay, what about it? Well, it clearly shows that it's going over the edge of the globe, but no, it doesn't show that at all. You have an optical phenomenon that you have misinterpreted because you don't have any fucking common sense, or you would immediately wonder why the water is not running away from you continually over the curve. Water does not behave that way, and no one has ever witnessed it behaving that way.
Why did we need a band of retarded misfits to go down and fumble at the goal line instead of NASA has a supposed base down there where they could freaking show 24/7 video any day of the week, but yet here we stand.
Well, that's the whole thing. They want the argument, you know. They want the to make fools out of people, and they
right.
Yeah,
that's what I hit him with this all the time. I'm like, look, man, it goes right down to when I've asked people that, you know, if nobody ever told you that you lived on a globe, what would ever make you go in that direction of thinking? And anybody that thinks about that honestly would say nothing.
Yeah.
See, this is why you have to be taught that the earth is a globe. It's not observable. Otherwise, he wouldn't have to tell you. If it was observable, that would mean that it was obvious. But it's not.
Yeah. And that's why they gotta do these little LARPing expeditions to reinforce your teachings.
Right, exactly. Teachings. What were the teachings? You mean that you didn't give me any real knowledge? You told me what to think.
Yeah.
See, and then took me into a classroom in another place, and then showed me how everything you just said was bullshit. But I never connected to because of all the compartmentalization of the education system.
And then punished you and give you a credit score if you weren't doing what they told you to.
Right. Oh, yeah, gravity sticks the freaking water to a ball. Yeah, of course, because that's just how fluids behave. Right.
I'm about to share something crazy with you guys. If you live in or around Tampa or Hillsborough County, you should know this. There is an organization called FIBA, which stands for Florida Israel Business Accelerator. Their headquarters is in the Tampa Jewish Community Center, and their sole purpose is to bring Israeli businesses to the state of Florida, specifically military technology and AI startups. This is the organization that played a crucial role in bringing the Israeli drone factory to Ybor City, the one that Eric Trump invested $1.5 billion in. So the Israeli drones that are being used to murder Palestinians like the ones in this video are being manufactured here in Ybor City, minutes away from your doorstep. Yes, you heard that correctly. And you know what's even crazier? According to the Hillsborough County-wide General Fund, the Hillsborough County government steals $100,000 every year to give to FIBA. Yes, you heard that correctly. Hillsborough County is stealing our money and giving it to tech Jews for Israeli murder drones. This has been going on since 2023, but it doesn't end there. I did some research into FIBA's state funding requests, and you want to know what I found? FIBA has been requesting hundreds of thousands of dollars from the state of Florida every single year since 2023. In 2023, FIBA requested $500,000 from the Florida Senate, and it was given to them. The following year, they requested another $500,000, and it was given to them again. In 2025, they were given $300,000, and this year they requested another $300,000, which likely they will receive, because every time that FIBA has asked the government for money, they've received it. Every single time. So in short, Floridians have paid $1.6 million to an Israeli proxy against their will over the course of 3 years. And if you're a Hillsborough County resident, make that $1.9 million. Hillsborough County residents, let me ask you a question. Do you feel safe that a foreign government is making AI murder drones in your backyard? A foreign government that is currently doing a genocide in Palestine? I keep telling you guys that Palestinians will be their first victims, but not their last. And keep in mind, this was made possible by your elected officials. This project was brought to you by the Hillsborough County Commission. And Florida Senator Jim Boyd has sponsored the funding requests every single year. So the point is, Israel doesn't just occupy our federal government. They don't just occupy our House and our Senate, but also our local government. They're very entangled within our local county government. So if the question is, does your vote matter? Yes, it does. Don't vote these assholes and follow for more content like this.
Ain't that some bullshit, man? So it's not just federal. I mean, it's everywhere.
Stack it up.
They got their fucking tentacles in every goddamn thing. It's terrible.
Stack it up.
How are we going to get out of this?
That's the $6 million question.
From the $6 million man.
Wonder where that ever came from, huh?
Hollywood.
It's real.
What was the actor's name?
Lee Majors.
Oh, that's right.
He was married to Farrah Fawcett.
She wasn't a bad looking girl.
The Farrah.
No, she wasn't. I had a bathing suit poster of her in my room with her prominent nipples. She had very prominent, very prominent nipples.
You're just a little older than me, Sav. I'm almost sure.
Yep. I'm 60.
You got 5 years on me.
Yeah, this ain't no shit.
Whippersnapper.
I'm a whippersnapper. That's right.
The old.
Oh, he's getting black pilled hard. This guy.
That's probably a racist term. I shouldn't use that.
What?
Whippersnapper.
That's a whippersnapper.
Like
what a whippersnapper, Dad?
Well, what cracker really means is exactly what a cracker is. Like whip.
Like a saltine?
No. Like when they use it derogatorily, it's a whip cracker.
What I'd like to know,
like a barrel,
yeah,
is why did Jimmy crack corn?
I don't know.
Why was he cracking it? And why was it necessary to say that you don't care about it?
If I had to take a guess, he was probably trying to solve the years-long mystery of why it comes out reformed after ingesting it.
Yeah,
so he cracked the corn, ate some, to figure out how it reforms once it passes through your body.
So how does Cotton Eye Joe play in all this? That's what I want to know.
He was the one inspecting the end result. That's why he had Cotton Eye. He started out as Pink Eye Joe. But it later developed Cotton Eye Joe.
And after that became Brown Eye Joe.
Yeah, right. Oh
my God.
Jeez. Hey Joe, where are you going with that gun of yours?
Pink Eye Joe. Oh my.
Hey Joe.
Where are you going with that?
Where are you going with that pink eye of yours?
So let me try to explain this the way that I see it.
Okay.
This race was over long before it started. The whole $32 million that was spent to beat him, that was just a facade because they were going to take that no matter what. The reason why I didn't get in just rah, we got to vote, it doesn't matter. You guys know that, right? It doesn't matter. Now, I guess some people can say, your conscience, I had to vote my conscience. Well, this is just me personally. I'm not telling you what to do in the future. Me personally, I cannot in good conscience participate in this system any longer. In fact, by doing this, in my opinion, you're participating in their scam, in their delusion, in this fake idea that we have a true representative form of government in America. Do you really believe that he lost? In your heart of hearts, and just seeing what happened, do you really believe that he lost? Most of you know the answer to that question. This is a message from the predator class to all politicians everywhere in Congress and Senate and all of the state positions. If you mess with us, we will just like this right here. If you mess with us, we will destroy your career and we will come after you. That's what this was. Because when you step against the beast system, when you go up against the beast system, especially the baby-eating pedo elite predator class, it's over. So some will be upset with messages that I'm giving. You're going to lose midterms to the Democrats. There is no left. There is no right. They are owned and controlled by the same small group of people. This isn't our fault. This is his fault. He turned on America. He turned on true America first patriots, and most everybody knows that, but they're too afraid to say it. Can you imagine if Trump would have put the same amount of fight and energy into America first principles than going after America first patriots, where we would be today? So Donald Trump, shame on you. Thomas Massey, thank you. Thank you for standing up for individual liberties. Thank you for standing up for the Constitution time and time and time again. We all know who you are and what you represent. Thank you.
Where do I send my check?
I mean, think about it. More and more people are just going, it don't matter. What the fuck? Why are we doing this? You know, it doesn't matter. I don't know, man. But I think I'm going to get off here. I've been on here 3.5 hours. I think that's good enough for me tonight.
Yeah, yep.
It's late.
Bambi has left the building. I can sleep comfortably
Good.
tonight.
I hope it's reunited good with its mother.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. I don't think it would have left for any other reason. It stayed here all day, you know, since early this morning. So I don't think it would just ventured off now.
I was thinking something maybe more nefarious, you know, like something might have happened to Bambi.
Nah, I doubt it. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
That
Maybe.
there's deer veal.
Don't think like that, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, you're an evil person.
Manifesting bad thoughts. Is the Cheshire Moon still out? It was out.
Yeah, I saw that picture you sent, man. It was fucking crazy. I didn't go outside and look on ours yet. It's a little bit of an ordeal to get down the steps on the porch.
Tomorrow, 10:30 Central Time, the ISS will be right above me. I'm going to attempt to give you guys history.
Wave it down. Wave it down. See if we
Good. I should see if they're waving.
Call
down.
NASA and tell them to take a picture of you while they go over.
There you go. I didn't think about that.
There you go.
You think they got a zoom lens that strong though? 200.
You know anybody with any connections?
They said they could read a postage stamp from space. Remember?
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. They got all these fantastical fucking claims that they have. You know, are they real? No, I think they're just claims of the wizard, is what I think.
Yeah, probably right.
Try.
Well, I got to watch some book drama on my end tonight. So.
You got to do. Excuse me. Do what?
Book drama. You know.
There's
two supposed books coming out, or one's already out, and the other one's coming out. So everybody's. I want to see both of them before I make a judgment call on it.
What's the drama part?
Well, the drama is that one of them stole the book from another one.
Oh. Copyright infringement, huh?
Yeah, but they have it copyrighted themselves. So I don't think the books are the same.
Are you talking about QE and Nathan?
QE, yeah.
I don't know the whole ins and outs, but I've heard what little bit from you.
Well, the watchdog, Nathan's watchdog is over here listening to me and LBA Paul talk, and he trimmed out some stuff. He didn't trim it out. He misquoted me on one thing, but he's really after LBA Paul.
You got an agent on you now?
Yeah, it's not an agent. He's
Where's this at? Over on the Discord thing again?
No, it's not on Discord. They're on Discord. It's where they do their show. They broadcast on YouTube. So
okay.
And they're all saying I'm dumb because I said I don't know why there's a lot of fight and fuss in the matter, because all the housekeeping questions that are in the book I've read so far were developed by the whole panel. So, but I mean, the rest of the book itself, the actual meat of it is not. I don't have another book to compare it with. If they're identical books or not, I can't tell you.
Why are you in-house fighting? I'm not saying you, but why? I should say they. Why are they in-house fighting when you're like they're both flat Earth, right? Like,
yeah.
Just as long as the information's getting out, what's the big freaking deal? Does it just come down to greed or what?
I don't think it's necessarily greed. It's like I think they should have shared. You know, like one of them wanted was like their name in the book because they helped with the book, and the other one wanted part of the revenue from it because they use his citations.
So greed, yeah.
But I don't know what I have to do with it personally. I want to endorse Nathan's book.
You don't.
Paul wanted me to read Huey's book and critique it. You know, like, and he's asked PJ to do the same thing. But Neil seems to think that if anybody touches the other book, they have betrayed Nathan.
Jeez.
I know.
Well,
if it didn't come from Nathan, I wouldn't worry about it.
So I'm so glad that I don't get myself embroiled in that nonsense like that.
I don't blame you neither. I'm just gonna put it into it.
I don't care about it enough.
It's hammer time, Roger. Bring down the hammer.
I'm gonna call them
Let them argue. I don't have to pay attention to it.
No.
Like,
But they're trying to drag everybody they can in on it. Yeah. I think they're trying to sell.
Yeah, that's how they draw power from you. Is they and shit, man. You know, here, get involved in my argument that I created.
Thought that dude was wearing a skirt.
No, this is a woman is going the wrong way in a one-way fucking parking garage. What a retard.
Look behind you.
Barstool 49ers, baby.
It's a one way. Where? You were sitting here and you want to look around and try to prove a point. You're trying to prove a point. You're going the wrong way. You're holding up the line. There's no parking spot. Where are you going to go? Where are you? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No.
I got two people agreeing with me over here that I'm in the right.
And fucking crazy. She said, "You turn your fucking shit around, bitch, or back up, or whatever."
Chemtrails.
The wrong goddamn way. You got kids got cars lined up behind him and shit, and they're like, "No, you gotta get on."
Karen trails. That's what they are.
Oh, this one's great.
Start calling them Karen trails.
This one's good. Now, apparently in England, I guess, or someplace in the UK, they have, you know how we have handicap parking? They have parent parking.
Same thing.
You have kids or something. I don't like that. Gives you.
Is that like baby on board thing?
I guess. But anyway, here's this lady who was upset because, well, you'll see. This is ridiculous. Always these ones that want to come up, knock on the car and say shit.
Yeah, how can I help you?
Sorry, but you parked in a parent space.
Okay.
And I can't see any children here.
Okay. Well, all right. Cool.
So
Like, looking into my car. Okay. Yeah? Okay. Well, like, can you see what that is in the back of the car right there?
No, I can't see in that far.
Okay. Well, like, that's a baby
seat. You obviously
seat.
don't have a child with you, yeah?
Excuse me. My wife is literally taking my child to like change a nappy.
Right. Where is she?
To change a nappy?
Yeah, but where's she gone into to change the nappy?
Why?
Well, I just want to prove that you actually have a wife and that actually you both have a child.
Love, you can like clearly see that.
I can clearly see you're parked in a parent and child space.
Okay.
And
you can clearly see that like there's a baby seat right there in the back.
Yeah, but my husband sometimes goes to the shops and the baby seat's still in the back.
Okay, love, my wife is literally...
he doesn't have the baby
Okay,
with
my
him.
wife is literally changing my baby's nappy.
Yeah, and whereabouts? Which shop she in?
I don't need to tell you that, love.
Well, I
don't need to tell you that.
I think you should really, because
Why
I
should
think
I?
it's rather obnoxious for you to be parked in a parent and child space.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a parent and child space.
Okay, I'm a parent though.
How do I know you're a parent?
Well, why on earth would I have baby seats in my car?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to tell you.
But there's no
my wife
child
is literally
here, is there?
changing the child right now.
Parent and child space.
Okay.
And okay, let's say you are a parent, whereas the child is not here. So why are you in a
having
parent
a
and
nappy
child
change?
space?
She's having a nappy change.
But how do I know that?
Like, you don't need to know that.
Well, I do, because I don't think it's fair that you're here. I mean, I've left my car down there, yeah?
Okay.
I've got 3 children in the back.
Okay, so then like you should maybe go over to them.
And this
then.
is the only
Okay, so hold on a
parent
minute.
and
Yeah,
child space left.
you're coming over to me.
Yes.
Whilst your kids are waiting in the car.
Yeah.
Isn't that a little bit irresponsible?
Well, I can see them, and yes, I'd rather be with them, and
Okay,
I'd
so
rather
like
be
you
with
left
them
it-
in a parent and
Okay,
child
so like you're
space
telling
that
me
you
that-
are in, that you are inhabiting
Yeah, but I've
without
told you.
a child in
Yeah,
the car.
but yeah, because like they don't need to be in the car. They were in the car. They were in the car, and now my wife is
Well,
changing.
so
it.
you say that's very
My-
convenient,
my
isn't it?
wife is
I mean, that's
changing it.
really convenient. My children actually are in the car. I actually
So then you
have
should go to them.
children
You left your kids
that are
alone.
actually in the
You've
car.
literally
You
left
are
your
in the
kids
parent
alone.
and child
You've
space.
literally left your kids alone. You've
And
left your kids
I
alone.
want to park here because you
Where
are
am I
here.
parking?
It's a parent and child space, and you are in this space without a child. Yeah.
Yeah. But
And I'm trying to. My car, it's got full of children, and I'm trying to park it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying
There's
to.
no other spaces available. Can you please move your car so I can park here and get my children out safely? Thank
No.
you very much.
No.
Holy schmoly.
Yeah, right. Look at that. Look at her face. Look at her fucking face.
It was like the exact same as the last lady with the kid on the bike. It's like there's some kind of like missing chromosome in these people.
I'm looking at her and I'm going, how did you end up with
Psychopath.
4 fucking kids, man? Did you
Very carefully.
them, or are you a witch or what's going on? Fucking
If
read.
anybody tapped on my window like that, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take a number 2 with a large Coke. I'll take a large fry.
Yeah, right.
Kick rocks.
Oh my God damn it. Yeah, can I help you? No. Did I ask you for any fucking help? That's what I can't stand when servers ask you that. Are you still doing okay? Why? Are you expecting a bad time? Are you expecting me to suddenly have problems? What do you mean, am I still okay? Why wouldn't I be?
Goddamn liter of cola.
Like, come on, man. Learn how to speak. People don't know. They can't get it. It pisses me off, too. Because I'm a cranky old man with a hurt hip. It's all right. I'm getting better. It's getting better and better. It's getting better and better. I figure now I know I estimated before, but I pushed myself a little. I'm not Trump, I'm not the best healer in the world. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I figure I'll be pretty mobile by the weekend. I think so. Just judging on how I've been today,
Yeah.
I'm not overworking it or anything else like that. Now, most of the time they say about a hip injury like that takes about 6 weeks to
Yeah,
fully,
I'm sure.
But I think I mean, absent, I'll probably still have a little bit of pain, but I don't have to have assistance to walk,
Yeah.
and I can always take like an anti-inflammatory or something like that to ease the pain until it's fully healed. But I think I should be able to get back to doing shit and want to do.
Sometimes that causes a bigger problem, though. You know what I'm saying? You're hiding the pain and then you overdo it.
Right. The pain is the engine light,
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. And we do that often. We kill the pain. But I think working it also, though, is another aspect of it healing, kind of working
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah,
It's
as
like
long as you don't
when I get
overdo it.
in bed, I do these. I've been doing like these insane stretches that pull on those joints and muscles, and it'll hurt a little bit, but I just kind of gradually keep doing it, stretching it, and I think that's been helping quite a bit. I really did.
Well, Saab, I want to get off here. Thanks for
Yeah,
having me.
that's what I'm doing too, guys. That's
Take
what
it
I'm
easy.
doing.
I will.
Good night, Raj.
All right, Mama, you got the night off. Daddy's got to heal his hip.
Right on. All right. Thanks for coming up.
I'm here,
Toby.
boy. Calm down. Relax.
D-Man's up here. We had them all up here. We had everybody up here. Good to go. All right. Don't forget, folks, as we always say, don't forget the Lord loves a working man. Don't never, ever, ever trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And if it's better to shit in the sink than it is to stink in the shit. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. Good night, everybody.